Hello, welcome back to the cinema, guys. How are you guys doing? Welcome back. It is we're going to the movie 2 of I was about to say Skibidi Toilet. It's not fucking Skibidi Toilet. With Parkour Civilization. Are you guys excited? There is a second movie, which not a lot of people are aware of. So we're back at the cinema to come watch another one. Hey chat, I'm gonna need you guys to sub because like I'm having to rent out these whole cinema rooms, and that shit's expensive, you know, and it kind of gets a little pricey. So you know, if you want to avoid the ads and stuff, like feel free to subscribe. But we're back at the cinema. What is this counter meant to be? What are you meant to be? Also, if you're a VOD watcher, there is a VOD for the first film. If you do want to watch that, that's on my channel. Let's go. Let's go get our tickets. Hello. Hello, I booked out the cinema for Parkour Civilization 2. Can I have my ticket, please? Thank you. And do I want snacks? Oh, chat. Do we want snacks? Do you have the Taylor Swift cup still? Yeah. Can I have a Pepsi Max? I think in that. Yeah, just one. Thank you. And any snacks? Chat. Do you guys want snacks? Why don't you chat if you want snacks? Nah, I think we'll be fine. Yeah, I booked out the whole venue. We won't need snacks, right, guys? Right? Okay, cool. That way? Okay, cheers. Thank you. Can he see me from here? Hold on, let me just go around here real quick. Oh my goodness, chat. They fell for it. He fell for it, chat. He fell for it. Dude, I snuck some snacks into my pocket. I've got shit for all of you guys. I don't know what guys you would like, so I got crispy M&Ms. I've got some Tang Fastics that I snuck in. I snuck in some Maltesers. Which one do you guys want? What do you... I bought you snacks and now you're throwing tomatoes at me? What is that about? I bought you guys snacks and you're like, let's throw a tomato at Huggy Hate Me's face. Anyway, which one is that? AU backstory? No one wants to watch that. The Grinch, just not that one. Parkour Civilization 2. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, they messed up again. They didn't put it, but at least we got lit up seats now. It's like, you know, predetermined seats, it seems. Right, chat. Are you guys ready to watch Parkour Civilization 2? Are you guys ready? Hold on. I've got the laser pointer with me. We ready? Welcome to the Hikey Hate Me Cinema. We hope you enjoy the show. Hold on, let me turn the lights off. Before that, because the best bits. No, the ads. Hi guys, it's Hikey Hate Me from 2021. Hello. Don't you just miss the old days when we played Bed Wars and we'd have a hand cam and we'd have this lovely mouse mount. Wow, I've never seen this ad before. Where can we get them? Well, you can get them now at hikeyhateme.com. The old colors is before and some new colors. Go check them out. That's crazy. Hikeyhateme.com. Maybe I'll check that out later. Oh my goodness, is the Minecraft movie out again? I've never seen this. Why? No, hold on, that's not right. Like there? Is that good? Do you reckon that's a good amount of zoom, chat? Is it too quiet? I can't tell. What do you guys think? Too quiet?
What the hell?
There's no reason it should be. It feels a little quiet to me, but is that just my end?
Anything you can dream about here, you can make.
Maybe I just turned it... Hold on. No, it's max volume, chat. Maybe I just turned this trailer down. I don't remember.
Who are you?
I am Steve. I might have turned it down so it matched everything else.
Okay.
I gotta be careful not to finish my sweets in the intro. I'm the ad, sorry. Chat. You guys fuck with Tang Fastics? Dude, I love Tang Fastics so much. Genuinely, I think... Oh, hold on. I don't mean to be hovering over. Can we go full screen, please? Why are we stuck like this? From the creators of Area Unknown, AU. Oh my goodness, I watched that. His story has now finished. But is there more content that you can watch in the next coming days? No, there's not. But if you want to go watch his finale again, or if you hadn't seen it already, that's out on YouTube. Go give it a watch. Why is it
Area
not full
unknown,
screen?
AU Ollie character finale. Out now.
Hey guys, it's me.
Why
Why
does
does
it
it
do
do
that?
from Hardcore? Look at this villager. He's so
Okay,
happy
this is a
because
bit louder
he's
than
been
it was.
watching the ads of the cinema. Wow, he loves the ads before the cinema. How about this villager?
Okay, it's
Wow,
good.
he's
Awesome.
oh, wait,
Awesome
no.
sauce.
How about this villager? Oh, he's sad because he got ads
Chat, are you
during
excited?
the film.
So,
So if you don't want that to happen to
does
you,
Parkour
make sure to
Civilization
subscribe
2
for
take
free with
place
Twitch
straight
Prime
after
or
Parkour
for $4.99 a
Civilization?
month. Ads will be running during this film, so if you don't want to miss any of it, make sure to subscribe. It's cheaper than a cinema ticket. It's like paying the cinema ticket but for less. It's a no-brainer.
That's a good idea. Everyone
Go,
sub.
Matt, you're saving
That'd be
money.
awesome.
Like, subscribe to not have the ads. Hope you enjoy.
Oh. Time to put your phones away, chat. Unless you're watching on your phone, then maybe don't do that. It's probably not the best idea. Dude, I have no clue what to expect. No, saying you for Universal doesn't make sense. Like, I know it's a film, but like, it's in a game, so I should say what the game rating is. No, I'm not saying you for you.
What is the rating?
No, fuck off. No, I'm
hot
not
in my
doing.
room,
I'll
dude.
do what I. No, I'm doing.
Peggy 7.
It's a Peggy 7. It's time. Unless we have an ad. We might likely have an ad.
Amazon Prime Big Deal
Fuck's
Days are the
sake.
8th and 9th of October.
It's not
2
even
days of
skippable.
epic deals. that'll
I
make
can't
you
even
feel
skip
like
it.
a big deal.
We just have to wait for the 10-second ad. Dude, I tried signing into my YouTube Premium account. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. It says it's unsafe.
Smoothies with even more fruit, veg, and energizing vitamins than we can
Shut
fit
up,
in a
man. The
6
ads
second
are finished.
I used to dream of being the
Here we go.
champion of Parkour Civilization, but now I am. And I got to admit,
Yeah.
being the champion is pretty awesome. Since I'm the best at parkour, I make the rules of Parkour Civilization. When I was at the bottom level, I always thought that parkouring to the top would lead to a better life. But now under my rule, people can actually live that better life.
You know
That's
what,
awesome.
Evbo? You are so humble. I bet
Oh.
it's no coincidence that everything in Parkour Civilization
an
is
op?
now Evbo themed.
Okay, I'll admit the FBO theme was intentional, but let's be honest, you would totally do the same if you were the champion. I mean, I don't know if
Yeah,
that will
wasn't he
ever
an op,
happen.
chat?
Oh, you think that's funny? Let's parkour battle right now and
Uh-oh.
see who wins. I can't wait to be the new champion.
Okay, come on, let's be real here. You versus me? I mean, you do remember our last battle, right? I mean, oof, that was rough.
I think you're just
Yeah.
scared because you don't practice parkour anymore.
All right, if you think you can
Whoa!
out-parkour me, let's go
Call
for a
him
battle.
out.
Honestly, you might be right. I don't even think I'm that good anymore. Whoa, was that a 3-block jump with a 360?
pretty awesome.
No way I can do that again, right? Anyways, you still want to battle?
Oh, no,
Hmm.
fine. All right, you're still the best.
We all make mistakes. It's okay. Like I said, being the best in
Dude.
Parkour Civilization is kind
Am
of
I
awesome.
coping,
Not only
thinking
did
that
I
a
save the
3-block
world, but now I have
3-block
the power
jump
to
is
change
easier than a
things for the
1-block jump?
better. Since I defeated the evil
Or am I
champion,
insane?
I undid all of the corrupt rules that destroyed Parkour Civilization, and now life is totally different. So this is how it works now in my civilization. Every
Like if
new
it's
player
just one
spawns at the
block.
bottom level of Parkour Civilization as a parkour noob. There, they will learn how life works in Parkour Civilization and probably fail their first jumps. But even if they
Idiot.
do, it's okay because they'll just spawn right back
Oh,
inside the
awesome.
parkour temple. Once a noob gets more experienced in parkour, they can attempt the course to rank up to try to get to the
Oh,
next
shit,
level
they got
of
rid of the
Parkour
jail.
Civilization. And yes, I made sure this course was actually possible and not some evil way to make sure that people never ranked up. If a
Yeah.
noob completes the course, they get their iron boots and they become a parkour pro.
He was
Now
missing
they're
his
on the
leather
second
boots.
level of
Just
Parkour
saying, continuity
Civilization,
error.
and the jumps are harder than
Oh, no,
the
'cause he
bottom
banned
level.
them.
As
Ignore
a
me.
pro, if you miss a single jump, you'll fall back down to the noob level and you'll lose your rank.
Oh,
the only way to get
damn.
back up is to do the course again. But if you can handle all of the jumps at the pro level, you can try to make the course to go even higher in Parkour Civilization.
Could you be
the
a
course
god,
to rank
though?
up is impossibly hard, and if you
The-
miss
sorry,
one
the
jump,
champion?
you'll die and lose your rank. But if somehow you succeed, you get your gold boots and you rank up to become a parkour
Yeah.
master. Only the best players in Parkour Civilization can survive the difficulty of jumps up here. But it doesn't stop there because the only goal in Parkour Civilization
Chat, where would you
is
be?
to make it to the
Where
top.
would you be in
to
actual
become
Parkour
the
Civilization?
champion.
Let's
There's
say
only one
only
champion,
the best
and the
could
only
be on
way
the
to
top
become
layer.
one
Let's say the
is to
sandwich
beat the
lord's on the
champion
top
in
layer.
a parkour battle, which is me again. Man, I can't stop saying it. But
I'm
I
on the
even
silver
changed the
boots.
rules
Or
for
the iron
myself.
boots, sorry.
So if I miss a single jump and I die,
Oh!
I'll rank down and become
Sorry,
a
that was
parkour
fucking
master
disgusting.
again.
Ugh.
And to be honest, I still haven't figured out who would be the next champion after me if that ever happened. But I'm not really worried about that. I mean, when's the last time I've missed a jump? No! No! Please! Oh, okay. I'm gonna pretend I almost didn't just lose everything I worked for. You see,
Awesome.
I could have just used my Totem of Undying and been fine, but as the champion, things are a little different. I mean, I got a
Yeah?
reputation to maintain. I can't have people going around thinking I can't make a water bucket.
That's
but
true.
speaking of reputation, so
that
much of
parkour,
my
though?
time has been spent trying to rebuild Parkour City
Oh,
for the
no.
better. Now, life works a lot differently as a parkour master. The first big change I made was to the parkour bank. When I was a master, you could only get blocks if you completed daily tasks.
Oh,
but
yeah.
after seeing what life was like back in the old days, I decided to make blocks free again.
Huh?
Now, parkour masters can get as
How
many
can you
blocks as they
afford
want,
that?
and they don't have to do daily tasks. I even updated the second floor to the parkour
There's
bank.
no way he can
Masters
afford
now
that.
get whatever they need to build the hardest jumps in parkour civilization. But the biggest change was bringing back Totems of Undying.
What?
Totems are free, but you're only allowed to have one at a time. I didn't want people grabbing like 20 of these and living forever and never ranking down, so what is
Dude.
the max? The next change I made was to
Yeah, but
the
you just
food
grab another
supply.
one straight
when I was
away.
a master, you had to build your own jumps to get food, and I was not a fan of that system because I almost starved because of it. So getting food is
Oh.
now different as a parkour master.
That's a full
now
block,
you have
no?
to do 2 4-block jumps if you want to get
Dude.
food. Every day, masters
That's
can make
low-key
these jumps to get
worse.
3 golden carrots. Or if you're like me and you're the parkour champion, you never lose hunger, so no need to do these jumps. Alright, well, I guess some parkour pros about to be eating good today. And of course, even if you do get the food, you still have to make the 2
Oh,
4-block jumps
that makes
to
me
get back.
scared.
Now, onto the part that I don't really have figured out yet, and that's buying skyscrapers. When I was a master, I did 2 360s to buy a skyscraper.
Yeah.
So I kind of like the idea of building a jump to buy a house. But the problem is that there are no more daily tasks. So I don't know who's gonna sell the houses.
Oh,
Okay, I
true.
don't have everything figured out yet, but this is my favorite part of Parkour City. The new parkour arena. Being a noob
Whoa.
or being a pro is just about building your parkour skills. But
Okay.
becoming a master is when you actually have to learn how to fight with parkour. And this is the new place to do it. Up here, masters have everything they need to challenge each other to parkour battles. They can battle for fun, or they can battle to
It's
the
like
death.
Pokemon.
I haven't really figured
What?
out if I should set a rule on that. But anyways,
Awesome.
this is also the place that masters go to if they want to challenge me to become the parkour champion. But I probably
Dude,
gotta
why would
change
you give
some
it up,
things
though?
because I was not
But then
ready
again,
for
you're a
the first
dictator
day.
if you don't,
Alright,
right?
well, parkour battles are open to the public. Oh, look at that. I
Oh.
already got some challengers.
It's
Wait,
an
how
illegal
many-
alien!
Bro,
Oh.
what? How many people
I
want to
am-
challenge me? I realized that masters usually never saw the parkour champion, so this was new to them.
Hello, Champion Evbo. I can't wait to die in this parkour battle.
Oh yeah, good luck
Oh.
to you too. Wait, what? Alright, let's do this. Parkour battle starts now.
Wait. Can you please attack me with a 360 jump?
You
What?
want me to attack you with a 360?
That's a
Yes,
fucking
please.
wrong.
Okay, I guess I can do that. Bro, what is going on? Can this guy do a 360? Alright, I'm attacking you with a 3-block 360 jump.
No way, you actually did the 360.
I am so confused. What is this parkour battle? Wait, you didn't even try it.
I know. I get to die by the Champion
What?
Evbo's 360. This is the best day ever.
Wow.
You wanted to? Oh, shoot. Okay,
Wow.
this is so weird. If this is how all of the challenges are gonna go, I need to make some new rules on parkour battles. Overall, it's safe to say that things
Yeah.
are going great in parkour civilization. People are now free, and life is what it should be like.
I'm
but
doing
even
good,
though
Hannah.
things
How
are
are
going
you?
so well, there's still one
How is
small
everyone on
thing
the scale
I
of 1
haven't
to
been able
10?
to wrap my head around. At the
So,
edge
is
of
he
parkour
facing,
civilization, there's a bridge that leads to nowhere. My friend who found this
Oh?
said that
Wait,
this
what?
wasn't here before, meaning
What?
that whatever or whoever made
Skyblock
this must have done
Island?
it recently. The thing is that no one knows what's
Oh,
outside
dude.
of parkour civilization.
I feel like
Once
if
you
this was
reach
in the
the
right,
edge,
like,
the
Minecraft
jumps just
SMP,
stop,
that
and
could be
there's
creepy
nowhere
as
left to
shit.
go. So far, my friend and I
You
haven't
could make this
figured
shit
out
so
anything new,
creepy.
except for now. All right, man, what's going on?
This is strange. Something's stopping me from building the bridge even further. But this is where it gets weird. I tried throwing blocks and they just disappeared.
My friend was right. He gave me
Huh?
a block to throw, and when I threw it,
Oh.
it just disappeared.
I mean, the
instead of
hopper's
falling.
there.
It's like there's something here, something that I can't see. All right, well, looks like there's
Dude, is it
nothing
gonna
left
go
for us to
Truman
do.
Show?
I gotta go visit the old man. I said I'd visit him like a
Dude,
long
if this
time ago,
becomes
and I never
Truman
did.
Show,
Before we
oh.
found the bridge at the edge of parkour civilization, the old man said he needed to tell me something that he should have told me a long time ago. But I just got so busy with champion stuff and trying to change the entire rules of society and whatnot, and I forgot to come down here. All right, old
reckon
man,
he's dead?
I'm ready for your story. And of
Yeah,
course
he's-
he's gone.
he's
Bro,
dead
why
as
does
hell.
this guy always disappear when I need
You reckon
him?
he's
I
dead
need
or
to
just
put like a
disappeared?
tracker on him or something. I looked around the neighborhood and I had no clue where he went until I finally
What?
saw the old man just standing in the distance.
Is he gonna kill
that's
himself?
a relief. I thought he was trying to pull another jump in the void move on me. Can you at least leave a sign or something when you go places so I can find you? Wait, what? Why are you
Oh,
taking damage?
He's
What's
starving
going
to
on?
death.
Fbo, you made it. Quick, I don't have much time. I'm old and I'm dying, but I needed you to hear
Oh, he's
this.
just dying.
No,
normally, okay.
no. This can't be happening. Why Why didn't you say anything? I could have done something. I don't get it. You know I have the command blocks. We could have found you a cure.
There is no cure for old age, my boy. It is not my destiny to live on, but it is your destiny to keep going.
Old
and
man,
to save
no!
Parkour civilization once more. I should have told you sooner about the 5th layer of Parkour civilization.
What?
But it is too late. I fear that evil
What?
is returning.
The
Fifth
fifth
layer?
of Parkour civilization?
Beyond the edge, you'll find it. If this evil returns,
Fifth
Parkour
layer?
civilization will be destroyed.
That's where the bridge leads
Hello?
to another level of Parkour
Also, guys, did
civilization.
you know with these
My time is
Haribos, you're
here,
meant to,
Evbo.
they're
I need
dummies,
you
and you're meant
end
to, like,
my
do
suffering
this?
with a parkour battle.
No,
To make them
that's
like a
not
dummy?
fair. You can't ask me to do
know
that.
that?
I'm not asking Evbo. I need this. Please.
I never would have thought this was what it would come to, but the old man gave me no choice, and I had to honor his word.
Thank you, Evbo, for everything. You are and always will be a better champion than I ever was. I
He
hope
was
to
a
be it
champion?
with the parkour god now.
And just like that, the old man, my mentor, and
No!
my friend was gone. Without him, I would have never become the champion of Parkour civilization. And now
Dude.
there's a new evil that I'll have to face alone without the
I know
help
that
of
this
the
is
old
low-key
man, but he
kind of
trusted
kids
me.
content in
He
a way.
knew that I was the only one capable of
I
saving
feel like if
Parkour
you, like,
civilization. So now
perform
wasn't the time
this
to
exact
stop.
script
Now
in the
was
right
time
way,
to honor the old
you
man's
could make it like a
legacy by
sad
finding
Minecraft
this
lore
lost
recipe.
civilization
Hey,
and
you Eddie
getting
for the
rid of
raid?
this
Welcome
evil
in.
before it
How are
destroys
you?
all of Parkour
Welcome in, readers.
civilization. All right, well, this is it. Somewhere beyond this bridge is the lost civilization. And I think we both know that the only way I can get there is to just jump.
You guys want a
Look,
Haribo?
I don't know what's going to be on the other side, but if anything happens, I trust you with Parkour civilization. Just make sure you get better at 360s while I'm gone.
We'll both be doing 360s once we make it back together. See you on the other side.
No, wait.
Are they
But
dating?
before I could
Oh.
stop him, my friend jumped off the end of the bridge and he just disappeared in thin
Dude!
air. Of course he did that.
Died in
All right,
hardcore,
well,
that's
I guess
rough.
this is now not a solo mission. I have no way of knowing what lies beyond the bridge, and there's a very real chance that I never see Parkour civilization ever again. But I spent my life fighting to save Parkour civilization, and if there's an evil out there that threatens to destroy the world, then I'm gonna fight again. At the very least, I owe it to the old man to try. Okay, time to find out if I can parkour on water. Yep,
Oh,
I knew
fuck
this was such a
that,
bad
man.
idea.
Oh.
Okay, I'm still alive for now.
Nah,
All right,
fuck
just one
that,
jump
I'm
at a
dead.
time. I only have to do like 5 more of those, of course.
I'm
Yep,
dead
I'm
as
not
hell
making
here.
it back to Parkour civilization. In all my time
this meant to
in
be the fifth
Parkour
layer then?
civilization, I've never heard of water parkour. But you know what they say? The first time to try is when you're floating over the void in a civilization that you never knew existed.
Oh my
The worst
goodness.
part is that I don't even know if I have a way back to Parkour
Wait, how does it get to
civilization.
that part,
Things were
though?
going great as the champion of Parkour civilization, but of course, all good things come to an end. Someone made a bridge at the edge of the world that leads to a new civilization, and the old man told me that there's an evil here that could destroy Parkour civilization.
What is the
The
evil?
old man believed that I could be the one to save the world again, and if that meant jumping off a bridge at the edge of the world, then so be it. After jumping, I was teleported to this new civilization with one problem. My friend was gone. I don't know
Oh,
what
shit,
happened
he
to
dead
him
as
or
hell.
if he's even alive still.
I can't
But
lie,
all I
he
know
dead
is
as
that
hell.
I'm stuck in a lost
No,
civilization doing the
classic media
scariest
trope. If you
parkour
don't
I've
see the
ever
body,
done. Okay,
he's
that
not
was
dead.
way too close. If I ever make it back to Parkour civilization, I'm adding
Oh,
water
it's like
jumps
fuck
to
that.
practice. All right, well, now what to do? I looked around and saw nothing. No sign of life, no sign of my friend. All I could do now was just parkour. So this was supposed to be the 5th layer of Parkour civilization.
It looks
Everywhere
like it's
I
like-
looked was
dude,
a
it's like
3-block
District
jump, which
13,
is
isn't
the
it?
same as it is
Oh!
on the master level. But that's when I saw something in the distance. Structures made out of blocks that I've never seen before.
What is
the
it,
old man was
sandstone?
telling the truth. There is a civilization out here. But
Oh,
how
shit.
did they get this far away from
Is it
Parkour
civilization or is it
civilization?
just-
And
No, it looks
why
like
are
doors,
they here?
didn't it?
Man, imagine how easy my life would be if someone just made a Parkour civilization history book. I could have just read about this place, and I wouldn't have had to risk my life coming here.
Like a
But
temple.
no one likes to write anything down, and
So they are
everyone likes to
houses.
keep secrets, which makes my life so much harder. Whatever. I guess what I said before really is true. Parkour is used for everything in life. You make jumps to buy
That
a
looks like a
house, you make
battlefield.
jumps to get food, but more importantly, you make jumps to know the truth. So now the
What other
question
jumps
is,
could
how
they
many more
include
jumps do
that they
I have
haven't
to
already?
make to figure out the truth
Neos?
about this place?
They had
From what
Neo,
I
didn't
saw,
they?
it looked like all of the houses on this level were abandoned. That was
Oh.
until they weren't. On the other
that
side of
his
the house,
house?
someone
No.
came out of the room.
Who is
It
that?
was a parkour pro. People
Oh.
were actually alive in this civilization. But when the person came closer, I realized this wasn't a pro at all.
Oh, shit.
Let's go. You don't know how happy I am to see someone here. Can you please explain to me where we are and who you are? You have chain boots.
If you seek to know answers, you must beat me in a parkour battle.
Ah, see, this is
Yeah.
what I'm talking about.
Makes
People
sense.
can't just say anything without doing parkour. All right, let's battle. I watched as the person in chain boots built quite a long parkour combo for his first attack. Whoever these people were knew how to fight.
You must build the jumps I have built. The parkour battle will start and end on this block.
The battle will
Okay.
start and
Wait.
end on this block.
Wait,
What
what?
is going on? All right, well, he said to build the jumps that he just built, so I guess I'll start with that. I don't know if I should feel bad for him. I don't know if these people out here know that I'm the parkour champion. But
Yeah,
if I gotta
something tells me
destroy
they're better
someone in
at
a
parkour than
parkour
him.
battle for some answers, I got no problem hitting them with the classic F-Boat 360s. All right, I built all the jumps you did, so
Wait,
how's
that's
this
like a
gonna work?
low-key
Are
two-block
you gonna
Neo.
attack first, or do you want me to attack first?
Are you ready to battle?
That's
I mean,
a 2
yeah,
block
I've been
Neo.
standing here.
I
You
can do
go
that
first
shit.
if you want. I don't care.
Dude, I'd be
I watched
dead.
as the guy in chain boots did a 6-jump parkour combo for his first attack.
Dude,
All right, seems easy
I'm
enough.
cooked.
Time for my
You
turn.
I'll be honest.
last parkour champion. We will return and have our revenge.
Oh?
He knows who I am. Something was wrong. I pulled out my totem of undying, and
What?
just as I did, I got hit with an attack that would have killed me. Whatever
Huh?
this parkour battle was something I didn't know how to defend.
But he didn't
against.
even try
I had
it
to
yet.
get out of here. If that person battles me
Oh.
again, I don't know if I can survive another attack.
He's
I
out
don't
of
even know
totems.
what he hit me with. How did that?
He should have
attack
allowed
do
more
10
than one
hearts?
totem at a
And
time.
I couldn't even counter with an attack of my own. This is bad. This is so bad. My totem of undying is gone. If I lose another parkour battle, or if I miss a single jump,
What happens
it's
if he
over.
dies
I
here?
have
Does he
no
respawn
second
still?
chances, which means I'm gonna have to do what I do best and parkour to survive. Within a few seconds, the guy
Punch
in
him
chain
off,
boots
punch him
was
off,
gonna
punch him
see
off.
me, but I had a plan. I couldn't run. I had
Yeah,
to
I forgot
fight
the
back.
combo too.
Right when the guy came around the corner, I placed down 2 blocks and attacked him with a 3
Oh!
block 360. From everything I know about parkour battles, he had no choice but to accept the challenge.
Wait,
When
he
if this
kinda
guy
ate
knows
up.
something I don't, then I just made a huge mistake. Luckily, it looked like he was forced to battle me.
You have only bought yourself time, champion. We will return.
I watched as the person attempted the 360, but
360
they missed.
stays
Oh,
winning!
Okay, I am very thankful that
Can we get a
360s
360
don't
W in
exist out
chat?
here. I might have gotten lucky in this first parkour battle, but now that I know that there's an entire civilization that wants revenge on the parkour champion, I think it's safe to say that I am nowhere close to being safe. The only thing I know now is that no one should be living in this house anymore, so I should be safe here.
Ads start in 5 minutes.
Am
just
I
a full
happy
warning.
to see you?
And just
That
when I
voice is
thought I
familiar.
caught a
Who's
break,
that?
I heard a voice, and it was the voice of someone I thought I got rid
Oh,
of
okay,
a
yeah,
long
yeah.
time ago.
The best thing the Navy introduced me
Dude,
to.
I'm not.
What's this?
No! Chat, don't join the Navy. Don't listen to their ads.
We're not
I'm
just
not promoting
mates.
the Navy, I promise. I'm not saying join the
shipmates.
Royal Navy.
Social media on
Like
Voxy
other
Mobile
streamers have
is
done.
unlimited.
Kid you not, that's a
You
thing that's happened in UK streamers. If people have done ads for the
I
UK
slowly
Navy.
turned around to see someone standing right behind me.
I thought I was gonna be stuck in here alone forever,
Oh?
but now you're here.
Before anything could happen, I set up a 3-block diagonal jump to get ready to attack with.
Whoa, 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 bro, chill. I'm not looking for a fight.
Oh?
I'm just trying to survive like you. You can relax.
See what
Dude,
made his way closer
I don't
to
trust
me,
him,
and
I don't know.
realized he wasn't wearing gold boots anymore. He was wearing chain boots as well.
He's
Hold
part
on,
of them.
what is going on? How are you here?
Pretty crazy, right? An entire level of parkour civilization
low-key
that
sounds
we
like
didn't even know
spelled Nick.
existed. It's really cool,
you hear
but
it?
we're kind of stuck here, so I guess that's not so cool.
Okay, yeah, I've gotten that by now. I have eyes of my own, but how did you get here?
Well, I made the bridge, which I'm guessing you found. After you became champion, I knew I had to run. I had nowhere to hide, but the only chance of survival I had was the rumor that there was a lost civilization somewhere beyond the edge. And as it turns out, it was much more than just a rumor. So
he had it
you
before anyone
ruined
else? Maybe
parkour
he built the original
civilization-
bridge.
You mean saved it from you maniacs?
Yeah, whatever. I thought I'd start a new life here, but that's when I realized everyone in this level is crazy and wants to destroy parkour civilization along with everyone in it, which includes me. So yeah,
W.
I could probably use
Yeah,
your
but how
help
do you have
here.
chain
See
boots?
what
I don't
can't be
believe him.
trusted, and if I decide not to attack him, I might be making
Oh,
a
ma-
huge mistake.
maybe he
Why would I
tried
trust
blending
you
in.
now, after all that you've done?
Bro, I don't have any more blocks to attack you with. Besides, we need each other if we're gonna survive and make it out alive.
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know,
fine.
man.
This is gonna be a huge mistake. Okay, so fill me in. What exactly is this place? What was the 5th layer of parkour civilization?
I don't know. They were some kind of fighters. Here, you should put these on so you don't stand out.
Really? You think I'm gonna fall for that? You want me to take off my champion boots?
What do you think I'm gonna do? Steal them from your inventory? That's not even possible. I'm just trying to help you hide.
Okay, that's a valid point. I'll give it to you. Man, I hate it when the villains make sense. I took off my champion boots and I put on my new pair of chain boots.
Dude,
I
that's
don't
a
even know
W
if this
quote.
is gonna work, but if it
I
helps
hate
me
it when the
avoid at
villains
least
make
one more
sense.
parkour
That's
battle
such a
against
good
one of
quote.
these fighters, then I'm all for it. I followed Siwa until we arrived at what he wanted to show me.
Oh,
and
you're
we were
joking.
standing in front of
Another
the parkour
one?
temple. But this
Oh,
one
shit,
was
that looks
different.
cool
The
as fuck.
entire thing was in ruins. Siwa said this entire level used to exist in parkour civilization.
Dude,
but
someone needs to
somehow
make a
it was
parkour
erased
civilization,
and
like,
removed from
map.
history, like it never even happened. The
Where
worst
you
part
actually
is,
have
is
to, like,
that
get up
everyone
and
that was
stuff.
on this level of civilization when it was erased got trapped here with no way
Oh,
back.
shit.
The question now is, how was an entire level of parkour civilization erased, and why? I didn't want to
District
believe it, but
13
the evidence
wait, was there
right
13
in front
districts
of
in Hunger
me.
Games,
Inside
or was it
this
12?
parkour temple, there was a statue that indicates that there was a 5th level of civilization. Okay, this is a lot to wrap my head around. So back
Oh, wait,
then,
so
there
it's
was a
stone?
rank between being a pro
Oh,
and
chain.
being a master. And as far as I can tell, these people know how to
Oh,
fight. Maybe a little
shit.
too well, to be honest. Siwat started to make the climb
So
to get
they're
up to
in
the top
13th
of the
district,
parkour
you're saying?
temple. Back when this level was in parkour civilization, this is the course you would have to do to actually become a parkour master. The course
Wait,
to
does
make
that
it to
mean
the top was
Esbo's
starting to
part
fade
of
away.
Capital?
But if you're good enough at parkour, you can still make it.
Does he
Of
work for the
course, it was no
Capital?
problem for me being the champion. Okay, that was actually kind of close. All right, let's see what it looks like in here. Whoa, this was not what I was expecting it to look like.
Oh, those are
Inside the
Neos.
temple was the place where you would rank up if you were on this level of civilization. Siwat started telling me that there's something in this temple
So
that
would
the
this be
people
the
living
second
on this
highest right now?
civilization want. The problem is that they haven't been able to get
wait,
it
no, but-
because the door is locked. He said that this course is different from all of the others. He said it wasn't just about making the parkour jumps to get up to the top, but it
Right.
was about winning the parkour battles. Apparently, the only way to rank up and get that door open is to win 4 parkour battles in a row. But these parkour battles weren't just fought against anybody. They were fought against parkour legends. Each of these 4 battles was fought against a parkour legend who has spent
Oh.
their entire life mastering a specific type of parkour. But Siwat
Ooh.
said these legends don't just show up. He said that there are 4 discs, and each disc summons a parkour
Sorry.
legend. Only by getting all 4,
Hearing
you can make
Minecraft
it to
lore
the
and
top
discs
and open
makes
the
me
door.
giggle
Okay, let me
nowadays.
get this straight. So there are 4 discs. Each disc summons a parkour legend, and you have to beat all 4 in a row in order to
discs
get the
never
door
mattered.
open. And the people on this civilization want something behind the door. So I guess this is the part where you tell me I need to stop them from getting the door open?
Actually, the opposite. I think they want something that will let them escape. So we need to get the discs first and get out of here before they do.
Okay, so we just gotta find the discs before these people do, and we can get out of here before they destroy the world. I might be the best player in the world at parkour.
Dude, I
but
never
that
thought
doesn't
I'd be
mean
in
I'm not worried about the
2024
journey
listening
ahead.
to
I
"We
mean,
gotta
the people
find
in
the
this
discs."
civilization have been stuck here for years. They've had all of this time to find the discs, but they haven't gotten a single one of them yet. That means I can only assume that getting a disc is impossible for most people. Maybe it's even impossible for me. Bro, how has Siwat not even made it down yet?
Look, buddy, I know you're the mighty champion and whatnot, but you should probably play it a bit safer. If you die here, I don't know what happens. And if you fall into the void, I don't know if you're coming back.
If you don't
Okay.
remember, I don't like you. So can you just focus on yourself and let's
Oh.
get this over with?
Okay, fine. Don't
Wait.
listen to me.
I
Get
need to know
him.
something. I came here with my friend, and when I got here, he was gone. Just, can you tell me if you
Ooh,
saw him or
true.
something?
Nope. If you haven't seen him by now, there's a good chance he's gone. But maybe I'm wrong.
I don't trust
Here,
Siwat,
you're
man.
gonna need this. This compass will guide you to the place where you can find the first disc. Good luck, man.
It
Oh,
was time to go
shit.
searching for the disc that would summon the first legend
Dude,
of
I don't
parkour.
trust Siwat.
If my
I don't know
friend
about
is
you
alive
guys.
out there somewhere, I'll find him. But right now, I have to do this journey alone. Wait, why am I doing this alone? Wait, you were just gonna sit here and watch me risk my life? Why aren't you coming?
You're the champion. I can't parkour like you.
Why doesn't he
Or
just go for
if
the other
you
ones?
want to give me blocks so I can fight, but I feel like that's not an option.
You're right, I would never give you blocks in a million years. Alright, well, I guess that is a valid reason to go by myself. Looks like it's up to me to save the world again, but that's kind of my thing.
That's kind of my thing. No, no. You're not paying me.
To get your
So
Howden's
don't.
kitchen through a trained
No one wants your
professional, book
fucking
your free
kitchen on a
design
Minecraft
appointment
video, Howden.
Just
Sorry.
one jump
I
at a
mean-
time. Oh no, I hope this isn't a parkour checkpoint.
Stop right there.
Yep, of course it is. I'm in trouble.
We already have a parkour search team looking for the disc as we speak.
Huh?
We weren't expecting more company.
This is really bad.
Oh,
if I
shit.
don't find a way past this checkpoint, it
Dude,
might be the
I
end
fucking
of parkour
hate ice
civilization.
parkour, genuinely.
Alright, I got 2 options. I can talk or I can fight. let's
You could
try the
run.
talking thing first. I was transferred here from another parkour search team. Yeah, apparently the job was taking too long.
Yeah, that figures. Just build the password and I'll let you through.
Oh, great. The
Oh.
password is parkour. That means there are literally an infinite number of possibilities that the password could be, and there's no way I'm guessing
Yeah,
this.
he doesn't
So,
get that.
no more of the talking thing. It's time to parkour battle. I set up a 3-jump parkour combo for my attack. This was it. There is no going back now. Once I start this battle, the guy will know I'm the
That's-
parkour champion,
huh?
and everyone will be after me. But I have no choice. I attacked with a 3-block vertical
Okay.
to a
Oh.
4-block to a 4-block diagonal jump.
Damn.
Let's go. I challenge you
That's
to
not
a
that hard,
Password
though.
accepted. You're good. Good
Oh.
luck finding any information about the disc. We need it.
password accepted. Wait, this was the password?
We can never be too careful. I heard the parkour champion's out there somewhere. I can't believe he actually thought it would be a good idea to come here.
Yeah, why would he do that? Don't worry, we'll find this parkour champion. I heard he's not even that good at parkour. Oh, okay, good to see my disguise is still working.
Awesome.
Once I made it past the parkour
Dude,
checkpoint,
fuck that.
everything changed. All of the grass block jumps had turned into ice and snow. Any normal person would turn around, but I have to keep going.
Are those
After
houses?
realizing that I was stranded in the 5th layer of parkour civilization, I learned that the only way out of here is to find 4 discs that summon 4 parkour legends. But if these discs fall into the wrong hands, parkour civilization might be destroyed. So the only option
is
I
everyone
had
just
was
an
to
op
team
here?
up with my enemy, because
hope
whether
they
I
don't
like it
know
or
what he
not,
looks
that
like.
might be my
I
only
reckon they
chance
just
to make it
recognize
out
the
alive.
boots.
As much as I don't trust Siwat, the compass definitely led me to the right place. I was supposed to be
Why did
finding
you-
the disc that would summon the ice legend
Why would
of
you do that?
parkour. And if
You've
I
not
didn't know
found
any
the
better,
disc.
I would say I'm in the right area. Now, I just need to find this disc before anyone gets it. The problem is that I don't even know where to start. I tried looking for clues inside
like
one
a
of these
lock or
houses,
something.
but all of the doors were locked. The fighters on this level have supposedly been looking for this disc for a long time, which can only
I don't
mean
think you're
two
finding
things.
it, I'll be
They
honest.
can't find it, or they can't get to it. In the distance, I saw a structure that looked like it was a parkour course. When I got closer, I saw that the course was made completely
why
out
didn't
of
they just
ice
say, "Well, we
blocks."
found
And
it.
at the very
We just
top,
couldn't
there
get
was
in.
a dispenser. An entire course made out of ice sounds like where the ice legend disc would be. This
Yeah,
has to be
that's
it,
fair.
right? Maybe the problem wasn't
Yeah,
finding
ice
the disc,
parkour
but
is the
getting
most
to it. Maybe the jumps were
annoying-ass
too hard for
process
people,
known to
or people
mankind.
are just too afraid to try. Whatever the reason is, I gotta make this course before someone else does and get the disc. The people here might be too afraid to try these jumps, but I'm not, because if the fate of the world depends on it, then I won't hesitate to risk my life. I didn't have too much experience with ice parkour, but I was still staying on the blocks, which is all that mattered. Only 2 jumps left. Come on, I can do this. I went for the last 2 jumps, and I made it to the top.
W.
Let's go, I did it.
Dude, he
So
presses
does
the
that
button
make
and
me
it's
an
fucking
ice
job?
parkour legend now? I mean, I don't see anyone else doing the course. All right, let's just hope that no one got to the disc before I did. If it's still here, then I only have 3
Or it's
more
just
to
a
go.
fire
Let's
charge.
do this. I hit the button and an item came out. Let's go.
Okay.
It was still here. I got the disc to summon the... Wait, what? A house key? Bro, are you serious? I did all of that just to buy a house? Okay, well, now I'm back to square
Oh, is that a
one. I
house
have no
shop?
clue where to find the disc, and I bought
Nah,
a house
it's
that
just
I
wherever
don't
it is,
need.
isn't it?
Now that I think about it, I might be the first one in history to have bought a house on every layer of parkour civilization. Was it worth risking the entire fate of the world and my life? Probably
Is this
not,
a kind
but
of
is it
awesome
cool?
house?
Yes. Okay, now I have a real reason to make it out of here. I need someone to know this story.
What a
Alright,
cool
I gotta
ass
get
house.
back on track. I need to find this disc. Whoever lived in these houses before were doing some pretty serious parkour.
Just go to a
One of
different
the
house if
jumps
it's
to
not
get
here.
to the beds was
Oh,
a
that's
5-block
fucked.
ice jump. Is that even possible? I
Disc?
opened the chest expecting to find nothing, but
Fuck's
to my
sake.
surprise, there was a book. When I opened it up,
It's a
I
riddle?
realized it was written in parkour.
Huh?
Luckily for me, I've been learning how
What?
to read the parkour language,
Fuck
so
you mean?
I could translate a little bit of it. The book said that people would live in these houses to train for the Ice Legends course. The book said that people would often spend years
Fuck's
here
sake,
just
man.
training so they could be good enough to complete the impossible ice course. Well, that's reassuring. I definitely
Awesome.
do not have years to train on these jumps, but the book did mention an Ice Legends course.
Oh,
and
this
if
video
the disc
isn't
was
2
gonna
hours,
be
it's
anywhere,
2
it was
years.
probably gonna be there. The only problem now is finding this course. I mean, it's probably
Hi,
not gonna be
Satch, how
a
are
big
you?
building standing in the middle of the open. Oh, okay. Well, I think I found it. I don't know what the Ice Legends parkour course was,
Oh,
but if I had to guess,
Lemon
this
Tang
had to
Classics
be
is
it. Even
crazy.
from afar, this looked like the hardest parkour course I've ever
That shit's
seen.
sour.
And I have to be the one to do it because the world
I'm
will
doing
end if I
good.
don't. Bro, I don't even get paid for being the parkour champion. This is so not worth it. If this entire course is to just buy another house, I think I might just get it over with and jump off. But I quickly realized that I was at the right place because
this
at
doesn't
that
have it
moment, I
in,
saw
I'm gonna
someone
jump off. I'm
completing
gonna
the
fucking
course.
kill
Someone
myself.
was after the disc, and
Oh,
right
shit.
now they were on track to get it before me. That means not only do I have to survive
Dude,
every jump,
you
but
have
I have to do
blocks.
it
Do a
fast
God
if I
bridge.
want to catch up. The problem is that this course wasn't the course to go fast on. These were ice jumps, and that means even the slightest miscalculation could send you sliding right off
think
the
that's the
edge.
worst
And
kind of jump
that's
for
not
me is
something
ice
I'm
jumps.
interested in doing. I was only at the beginning, and yet each jump seemed like it was getting harder
Yeah,
and
fuck
harder.
that,
This
man.
next jump was a
Look at
head
that.
hitter, meaning if I mistimed my jump, no! Well, let's just make sure I don't do
Dude,
that.
why did you
please.
do that for?
Okay, these jumps that I was making were harder than anything that even exists in Parkour Civilization. If I somehow make it back alive, I am definitely making the practice courses harder
Dude,
at home. As
head
much as I
hitters
wish I
are
had more
fucked.
practice on ice jumps, I always say that the best time to try new parkour is when you're in a life or death situation. Now that I think about it, that saying
that's
doesn't
actually
really
a
make
fucked
any
jump,
sense,
man.
but who am I kidding? I'm just stalling because I have to do a 5-block vertical jump, and there's definitely a 50-50 chance I don't make it, but the fear of death never stopped me from trying. I cleared the 5-block vertical jump, and I was still on
I wonder
the
how
course.
many,
When I
like,
looked ahead, I
mistakes you
saw
made.
that I had almost caught up to the parkour fighter that
Let's
was doing
go.
the course with me. At the rate I'm going, I'll pass him and make it to the disc first. But I also have to hope that he doesn't recognize that I'm not one of them.
Hey.
Wait, what? Who are you? Why are you here? I'm supposed to be the only one gathering information about the Ice Legend disc.
Oh, yeah, boss sent me here.
Awkward.
He said you were taking too long, and he wanted things to speed up, so he sent me. Bro, why did I say boss?
Oh, if boss sent you, very well. I haven't been able to get past the 5-block jump, but if you think you can do it, go right ahead.
Oh, yeah,
W.
of course. You know boss's orders, right?
Wait, so if he falls, he
Bro,
doesn't
how
die
did
then,
that even
maybe?
work? Okay, let's just get out of here. Somehow, I escaped the interaction without a parkour battle,
Dude,
which
that's
is great, because
terrifying,
if I had
man.
to fight
Ice
here,
jumps,
that
they
would
just
be
don't
really
compute
bad.
in my
But
brain
now
right,
I know
because
that they
you're not
have
meant
a
to make them
boss
jumps,
or
and I
a
know it
leader.
speeds you
Someone
up,
is
but it still
leading these
doesn't feel
fighters
right.
to go find all of the discs. And I can only assume that whoever this leader is wants revenge on Parkour Civilization. Well, not even assume. One guy literally said word for
Dude,
word he
that's
wants
like
revenge on Parkour
2
Civilization.
million blocks.
So I guess that's a pretty clear indicator. All right, I really
You
need to
guys
stop
know when the
monologuing
Minecraft
right before I'm
movie
about to
first
go
got
for a
announced?
death-defying jump. Please make it, please make it.
Oh my
that
goodness.
should not have been possible.
When the
With
first
every jump,
when the
I felt
movie,
like I was
Minecraft
barely
movie
staying on the
first got
edge, but I
announced,
wouldn't
that was
expect anything
before
less from a course that was made by
Ebola
a parkour
outbreak
legend.
happened.
Every
Isn't that
jump was
crazy?
designed to be nearly impossible.
researching for a video
including this
tonight,
5-block jump,
not
which I'm
tonight,
about
earlier,
to
but-
complete. I can make it. No! Just when I thought my journey was over, there
Oh,
was
shit,
a
is he
block
gonna get in
under
trouble
me
for
to
using a
catch
water
my
bucket?
fall. Oh, that could not have been any closer.
How could you have gotten a water bucket?
Oh,
And
shit.
I just blew my cover. I forgot these guys don't have water buckets. I
shit.
had no choice but to engage in a parkour battle. I needed the chance to attack first, and my attack was going to be something that would end the battle
Oh.
immediately. There you have it, a 2-block backwards jump, buddy. And just so you know, I've never lost a parkour battle. Obviously, that's
He's gonna
not
do it.
true, but the intimidation worked.
The Void is more honorable than losing a battle to the champion.
And
Oh.
just like that, the parkour battle was over. Bro, what do these people have against me? How is dying in the void more honorable than battling me? Despite dealing with a little
Yeah.
emotional pain, I got rid of the parkour
Surely you'd
fighter
be, like, more
unharmed.
heroic
Now
to,
there was no
like,
one standing in
try
my
and
way
take
to
him
get
down.
the disc. All I had to do was make it past this
Dude,
5
what the
block
fuck
jump.
is that,
the fighters
man?
that have been trapped here for years
Look
haven't
at that
been able
shit.
to make it. But if there was someone
Oh
to do it,
my
it was gonna be
goodness.
me. If I was the first one to make the 5-block jump, that means there's a good chance that the disc is still here. And I only have a few more jumps before I
even
can
that,
get to
man.
the top and retrieve it. I've come too far in this journey to fall now. Getting this disc means saving the world.
I
and
hate
maybe
ladder
even
jumps like
saving
that
my
as well.
friend. So I have no choice but to succeed. I made the last ladder jump, and there I was,
always, like,
standing
overshoot
down
it
at
or,
the
like,
hardest
slide off
parkour
somehow.
course I've ever completed. Now it's time to find out if this journey was truly worth the risk. Just one more easy jump, nothing crazy. Oh, okay, no surprise there. I never fall on the easy jumps. It's time to find out if the disc is still here, or
There's
if
no
it
button.
even
Oh.
exists at all. I walked up and stood on the pedestal, and an item
Let's
appeared in my hand. This time,
go.
it wasn't
That's
a
my
house
goat
key.
right
It was
there.
the disc to summon the ice legend of parkour. Siwat was telling the truth.
That's
He
the
could have
goat.
led me into
Yeah,
a
but how
trap,
do you get
but he
down now?
didn't.
Do you just
The
jump
discs
parkour
are
down?
real, and now I have one of the 4. All I have to do is get the other 3,
Yeah,
and
okay.
that's my ticket home. Hopefully, my friend's still out there, so I can bring him home too.
Nah,
And
I think
maybe
his friend's
Siwat.
dead
I don't
or
really want to bring him home.
Hey, hold up. Where are you going? Why are you not gathering information about the disc? You said you were transferred here to help.
Yeah, I was, but it looked like the other guy had it all under control. I mean, he was really good at parkour. He said he didn't need me anymore.
Yeah, that sounds like him all right. We've been been best friends since we were kids. I don't know what I'd do without him. All right, you're good to go.
Thanks, man. Wish you and your
Yikes.
friend the best.
Yikers.
Oh, that's so awkward. I think I might have just created a new supervillain. All right, I'm sure there's a part of me that wanted me to fail, but I made it back and I got the disc.
No
Fuck's
way
sake.
you actually got the disc.
Yep, 1 down and 3 more to go.
We can actually do this. Or you can do this. You got it,
Yeah.
man.
The journey
kid
was
yourself,
far
man.
from over. See what gave me the compass that would lead me to the second parkour legend. Now that I
The
have
glass
the disc
legend.
for the ice
Dude,
legend, I was
being the
now
glass
searching
legend
for the
is
legend
so
of
much
glass
less
parkour.
cool than the
Oh,
ice
as
legend.
if the journey wasn't as difficult as it was already. This legend just had to be glass. I have a feeling that there's a very slim chance
Oh
I make it
shit,
back
that means
alive.
it's gonna be like glass,
Just 3 more
like
to go.
pain jump.
Just 3 more.
Dude, I don't trust
Starting
Seawat.
out in Teesside.
Fuck off,
But
Royal
where I went
Navy.
next
I don't trust
is
Seawat, man.
classified.
I don't. I don't know what to tell you. I don't trust
I've come a
Seawat.
long way.
Do you guys trust
For
him?
someone who's
I'm not
never
trusting him one bit.
officially been anywhere.
Not one bit. Dude, you know something about like videos like this that are really long and have a bunch of ads? Dude, I'm genuinely curious as to how much money this guy makes from the videos. I bet he makes a
What makes you
shit
think
ton.
it's a him?
If I was to guess from Parkour Civilization 1, I'd guess he made 50K from that video.
Getting past
Just
a
the-
parkour
the-
checkpoint is no easy
like,
task. I can't
full
use
movie
parkour as
alone.
a bribe here, and I'm definitely not guessing the parkour password this time. That means the only way through is to fight. Saving the world is exhausting. All right, let's
'cause
get
shit
this
like that
over
will be
with.
evergreen
No point
too.
in introducing myself since this should be over soon. You know, I probably shouldn't be this confident since these people seem to know way more about parkour battles than I do. But I'm still the parkour champion, so being confident is a part of the
gonna be the
job.
password
I
again?
started the battle with a 3-block vertical sideways ladder jump, but the parkour fighter didn't even look surprised, even though I just challenged him to a parkour battle.
All right, champion. Let's see if you're as good as they say.
I watched as the fighter attempted the jump, but failed. Oh, this is gonna be quicker than I thought. Okay, that attack should have done at least 5 hearts, so 1 more attack and I can get back to saving the
Why
world.
didn't you just do the
Might as
same
well
jump
just
again?
Put this
Is
guy
that
out of his
against the
misery and
rules?
hit him with the signature F-Bow 360. Under pressure, I made a 3-block flower pot 360. Against most people, that would have ended the battle, but I soon realized that
Oh,
this
shit.
wasn't a normal parkour battle. Oh, great. I should have just tried guessing the password.
This attack will give you poison.
His attack only works if his
Oh,
jump is
shit.
harder than mine. But I don't think a 3-block brewing stand jump is harder than my 360. I think I'm about to win this.
He's gonna
but
hit a
when the
360
fighter
on it.
went for the jump, he added a 180.
I bet you
Dude,
thought this would be easy.
That don't count.
Adding a 180 to his jump must have made his attack harder because he would have taken
Nah.
damage by now. This is not good. If I don't build a harder attack right now, I'm gonna get
Dude,
poisoned.
that's not
and that
harder
could
than
be
the flower
end of
pot
me. That's why
360.
this is a perfect time
Right?
to set up a jump that I've never attempted
A
before.
180?
It's simple. If
Come
I
on,
make
man.
this jump, I win the battle. And the jump I was going
that's an
for
easy
was
jump,
a
low-key.
3-block ladder 360. This
Oh,
had
never
to
mind.
work. I went for
Take
the
it back.
360. Please make it. But I failed. The attack hit me, and now I was being poisoned. I actually thought I was gonna win this battle, but now the odds are stacked against me. By the time the
Parkour with
poison wore
poison
off,
as well
I
is
had
rough.
half a heart left.
Oh,
And the
shit.
fighter was already planning out his next attack. From here on out, if I make a single mistake, my journey is over. But that's why
Dude,
I'm
imagine
the one
it ends
trying
like
to
that.
save the world. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it.
Like
the
everyone
fighter
gets
was
killed
setting
off?
up a parkour combo with ice blocks. Okay, this is good. I just mastered ice block jump. Wait, what? Before the fighter even attempted his attack, he just slipped off. Okay, that was not how I thought it was gonna end. Doesn't matter. It looks like it's another
That
win
was
for
good.
me.
That was
Let's
good. I
go.
enjoyed that.
Even though I barely survived the parkour battle, I was stepping into more dangerous territory.
Yeah, that looks
this
fucked.
was where I was gonna
I
find
go
the
there and
disc
I'm like,
to
okay, never
summon
mind, I'm
the
turning
glass
back.
legend of parkour. There are 4 discs I need to find in order to get back to parkour
Dude,
civilization.
most of the time
I
it's like the
managed to
same
stay
joke
alive
as
and
well.
get one of the discs
I
so
love
far.
it.
But the parkour fighters
so
are still
easily pleased.
racing to get them before me, and now I know there's a boss leading them all. But if I can get the final 3 discs first, I can save
It
the
does.
world.
It really
so far,
does.
I am very much liking
That
the
one I
ice
didn't
more than the
expect at all.
glass, especially since most of the jumps are glass
Dude,
panes.
fuck that,
Not that
man.
it makes a difference, but before I go any further, let's get my health back. The entire time I've
switched the
been here,
boots.
I've been using my champion boots to gain my hunger back. That's one part I didn't get. As the parkour champion, I don't really need food anymore.
Yep.
But everyone else does, so how are they getting food? Alright, I'm just gonna
Oh,
focus on
shit,
getting the disc
true.
and get out of
I
here
didn't
as
even think
fast
of
as I
that.
can. This journey was different than the last one. Last time, I made it through the checkpoint without blowing my cover, but this time, well, the guard's in the void. If some of the other fighters realize that the guard is gone, they're gonna come after me. So, I'm just gonna beat this course, get the disc, and get out of here before any of the fighters can catch me. Easier said than done,
Why does
obviously,
he throw
because
the
this
compass,
wasn't just
dude?
any ordinary
What if you
parkour
need to
course.
come back?
This course was designed for someone
after
who is
you
a
got the disc,
master
man.
at glass parkour. Now, I'm all for having self-confidence and whatnot, but the reality is that I have never done jumps like these. This course was about to be all unexplored territory for me, and I only have
it doesn't look
one chance to make
awful.
all of these jumps.
I don't know.
But the clock is ticking, and I need
like
to
ice
get
is
these
worse.
discs before any of the fighters do. You know, I would have been a lot more comfortable if the glass parkour course were glass blocks and not panes, but when do I ever get my way with anything?
Nah, it's
I will
not that
say
bad,
one
I don't
thing
think.
keeping me going is that if I do make it back alive,
If
I
it
mean,
was
I
like
would have to
singular
be the
glass
greatest of
panes,
all
like
time
just
at
like the little
parkour, right?
sticks of it,
While
it'd
that
be
thought
bad.
sounds amazing, I just remembered that I've only gotten one disc so far. So if I manage to survive this course, which by looking at it doesn't seem likely to be honest, I still have 2 more massive parkour courses to go through.
Yeah, that's
before
where
I
I'm
can
saying
make it
fuck
back.
that.
All right, let's break this down real quick. So if I miss a single jump, I die. If I have another battle with a parkour fighter, which is probably gonna happen, I die. And if Siwat has been plotting against me the entire time, well, I probably die. Well, all right. I think my chances are
Dude,
looking great.
fuck
I
it.
take that back. Bro,
Fuck
what even
that.
are those parkour jumps? All right, let's just get this over with. Glass jumps are all about precision. Each glass jump is only 1/8 of the size of a regular
I feel
block,
tired,
meaning
dude.
each jump has to be
Before
the perfect
stream, I
distance.
cycled to
That
the
also
shops to
means
get
I
these
get
sweets
no
for this
momentum
dumbass
3-block
one, like,
vertical jump.
20-second
Please,
bit.
parkour god. Oh, okay. And the next jump is just as hard. The 4-block jump onto a single pane was terrifying, but I went for it and I barely stayed on the edge. Bro, to think I could have been at home just chilling, getting a parkour
Yeah,
delivery
that's
to my
the shit
house.
that I hate.
Wait,
Jumps
do I
like
even
this.
have a house anymore? Let's see. If this jump is possible,
I don't
only
think that
have to do a
is.
2-block jump. This has to be a
I don't
shortcut,
think that's
right? No way I'm not taking this. Let's go. I get to skip some. No!
I knew it. I fucking knew it. Evo, why did you do it?
New free stuff on Foxy
Why
Drop
did you
2.
do it, Evo? What do you mean is by the editing? Like how everything's a TikTok?
No, that's a trick for sure. That jump's not possible. All right, no shortcuts for me today. I guess I got to take the hard way. I slowly made my way through the course, making sure to take my time with every single jump. As of now, I didn't see any other parkour fighters doing the course, so I didn't need to worry about completing this course fast. I just needed to stay alive. But what if there's no fighters here because someone
All the
already
suspense comedy and
completed
everything
the
is
course
held together
and
by
got
the editing.
disc?
I'm low-key
All right,
doing
let's
a
just hope
case
that's
study
not the
on
case.
this
Oh,
series right now.
bro,
I can't
are
lie.
you serious? Not one of these staircases. Thankfully, I made it to the top of the horribly designed staircase. But then I saw something on the ground. Looked
Now
like
you're
a
making me
piece of
notice
paper.
that.
I picked it up and it said something on it.
Oh,
it said,
okay.
Don't
Yay.
finish the course? I had no clue what to make of this. I was so close to the end. I
Luckily,
was almost
I
like the
can't
second
read.
disc. So either someone is warning me about something, or this was an attempt to try to make me not get the disc.
Dude,
well,
if
this
I
just
was
got a
doing
lot more
this video,
complicated. I decided
I would
that
make
the
a
second
joke of that,
option
and
was
I'd
more
like write
likely.
in a
The
different
fighters know
language
that
and be
I'm
like,
looking for the discs.
unfortunately,
So
I didn't
maybe they
understand
had
what it
someone
said.
Put this note here to try to get me to stop looking
Oh,
for them. But if
dude, I've
that
never
isn't
seen
their
that jump.
plan
That's
and
rough.
someone is warning me, then I could be jumping into an ambush. At this point, though, I don't even think it matters. As of now, the only way I know of getting back to Parkour Civilization is getting all 4 discs. So even if getting this disc is going to lead me into a trap, I have to still try to get it. Only a few more jumps and I would be at the end. Do I go for a shortcut now?
That's what I'm
Why
saying,
not? Let's do
Beans.
it. I swear, all of this better be some crazy test to become the parkour god or something, because there's no way I'm doing this for free. All right, one more jump and the disc is mine.
He messes
Let's
it
do
up.
this. I went for the last final jump.
Oh, he doesn't.
And
Oh
I
my
made it.
goodness.
I had completed the Glass Legends parkour course. Let's go. Let's get this disc, or let's fall into a trap. I hope it's the disc. When I stepped
Easy.
onto the pedestal,
Easy
the
for you.
dispenser gave me the exact item I wanted to see. The disc to summon the Glass Legend of Parkour was now in my possession. All right, 2 down, 2 to go. And now I just gotta worry about getting off of this course. Oh, this is the worst. I was making my way back to meet Siwat to get the compass for the 3rd disc, but that's when I saw something.
What the
It was a
fuck?
massive building that I've never seen before. Obviously, I want to get the discs and get out of here as fast as I can, but my friend is still missing. Maybe there's a
Oh,
chance he's
shit, I forgot
alive
about
and
him.
he made it into this building and he's hiding
Respectfully,
here.
of course.
Even if he's not here, I can afford a little detour to find out. The building I walked into looked like it was some old library, although most of the bookshelves looked like they were empty. Jeez, this staircase is even worse than
Wait,
the glass
that's a
one.
jump?
I didn't even think that was possible. I didn't know what I was looking for, but at the very least, I was hoping I could find a book that would at least give me a little information. I looked around until I finally saw a bookshelf with a book left in it. Okay, let me try not to fall off the edge while grabbing this. The book was written in parkour, but I could still understand a little bit of it. It looked like it was talking about the champion boots, something about hunger and powers. Well, that's not really new information for me. I've been using these boots to feed myself the entire time. Okay, let's see what else I can find in this library. I looked around and still there was no sight of my friend. I knew the chances were slim, but some part of me still believed that he would be here.
I feel like he's gonna have to
that's when I
battle
went up to
someone
the
up here.
next floor and I saw someone. Oh no, I do not want to battle. Please just don't turn around. And she turned around.
It's you. You're back.
Huh?
Oh, I always knew you would change your mind.
Right.
His
I'm
voice is
back.
chat.
I never blamed you for what you did. I know it was a tough decision.
Okay, this woman does not know who I am, but I have no clue what she's talking about. I just gotta go with it, I guess.
I assume you're here to get your friend, correct?
Oh,
my friend? You know where my friend is?
Oh, yes. I got the book around here somewhere. Forgive me.
Chat.
It's been a while since I
Hear me
had
out.
to do parkour. I should be able to reach it.
Oh, not to worry. It's
Oh, she's
I'll
gonna
get
kill
it. It's
herself.
easy parkour.
Okay,
It's
never mind.
just that book right there, right? Yeah, don't worry. I'll do.
Hear me out. Oh, okay, she killed
Oh,
herself.
no, that's not
Doesn't
good.
Evbo
Well,
low-key sound a
at
little
least
bit
she
like
went out
Skeppy?
quickly. All right, let's go get this book. I grabbed the book off the shelf and
Do
I
you hear
started
it?
reading. The book said something about a prison where it's impossible to parkour. If the fighters captured my friend, that's probably where
I've
they
only
took
just
him.
noticed
This is
that now.
good news. This is great news,
Why does he
actually.
not
This
speak
is
to
the
us?
only evidence I have that my friend might be alive. And maybe Siwat knows where this prison is. I made my way back to Siwat to get the third compass from him. All right, I'm back, whether you like it or
Yeah,
not.
now I'm
Hello?
noticing it.
Siwat, what are you doing in the corner?
he dead?
Are you napping?
Bro, I'm
Oh.
tired.
Never mind, I
It
thought
takes
he's dead.
so long to get these things.
I take so long to get these things? Bro, I hate you so
Dude,
much.
make him get
I
the
got
other
the
two.
second disc, but it's getting a little trickier to get past the checkpoints.
Make him get the
but
other
I
two.
Still got
I
it.
don't give a
I'm ready
shit.
to go
Make
get
him
the
get
third
him.
one. Siwat threw me the third compass that would lead me to the legend of Crystal Parkour. There's one more thing.
Oh my goodness, I
think
love
my
that
friend
Pokemon game.
Might still be alive in some prison. Do you know anything about it?
If that's true, then there's a chance we can save him. But we gotta get the third and fourth disc first.
Okay, you're right. We'll get the discs before the fighters do, we'll save my friend, and we'll get out of here. As the journey goes on, the jumps get harder and the stakes get higher.
Dude, the only thing
I've
about
saved
Tang
the
Fast
world
Sticks
by myself before, but this time
is
I
they
don't
make
know if
my
I can
teeth
do it
feel
alone.
icky.
But if I can find
And then
my
I
friend
also have a
before
fizzy
it's too
drink,
late,
so it's making
then
my
I
teeth
think
feel
we have
more
a
icky.
chance. If I make this parkour course, I'm one step closer to saving the world. Even though this is parkour I've never done before, the good news is I can take my time because there's no one else doing the— Oh no, I take that back. There is someone doing the course. This is not good. If that person makes the parkour course before I do, they'll have their hands on one of the 4 discs I need to save the world. Which means I cannot take this parkour course slowly. Every single one of these parkour jumps were made up of crystals. And in all my time in parkour civilization, I've never seen jumps like these. But I had to go fast.
classic
I had to make the—
catchphrase.
No!
It's fake. I don't believe
I was
it.
the guy who saved parkour civilization, and I actually believed I could be the one to do it again. I had made 2 of the
By the
hardest
way,
courses I've ever done.
the
to get
reasons for
2 of
these
the
recaps,
discs,
chat,
and
is
I
he
was
makes
on my
10-minute
way to
videos
get
and
the
then
third
stitches
one,
them all
but
together in a
maybe
final
it
movie.
wasn't my destiny to make it out of this place alive. When I went searching for the Crystal Legend of Parkour, I knew the journey was going to be rough. The last time I made
Crystal
it through
Legend?
a parkour
Oh, I think
checkpoint,
that's
it
Suicune.
resulted in a battle that almost cost me my life. So
That was
I
bars,
kind of
wasn't it,
figured
Trent?
that
That
this
was bars.
checkpoint would go the same way. I jumped
Oh,
onto
but
the
don't say.
platform ready
Awesome.
to parkour battle, but the strange thing is that there was no one here. There was no one guarding the checkpoint, which means I was either lucky or I was leading myself into a trap. Given everything that has happened, it's probably a trap. But the good news is that it was now just me and the hundreds of crystal parkour jumps. Even though I avoided a parkour battle, I was clearly not out of danger. I needed to make my way over to the Parkour Legends course, but that meant I had to figure out what exactly these parkour jumps were. Crystal jumps didn't exist in parkour
why does he
civilization.
edit in
I was
cave
going into
sounds?
this with
That's the one
zero
thing I don't get.
experience.
Why
I
does he
tried
do
my
that?
best to stay on the crystals that were entire
It doesn't even
blocks, but at
convey
some
right. He
point,
just
I had
edits
no
in
choice
random
but to
cave
jump
sounds.
onto the smaller crystals. These crystals were barely big enough to stand on, and if I made the slightest mistake, that could very well mean my journey
I mean, he
comes to
can't
an end.
really keep it unclean. There's nothing much you're gonna have.
He will show eventually.
What was that? Hello? Is anyone there? Oh, great. I think being stuck in this parkour world for so long is making me hallucinate. Well, this is nice. I have to worry about not dying from parkour, and I have to worry about not going crazy.
Oh, fuck
I kept
that,
making
man.
jumps until I
It's not
arrived
even bad
at the
parkour,
place
it's
I
just-
needed to
ugh.
be. The Crystal Legends parkour course is where I could find the
I sure
third
hope he doesn't
disc.
throw the
If I
compass.
make it, I'll only need one more
sick.
disc to go home. But I had to go fast. I had to make the— No! And with one jump, my entire journey was over.
What?
I watched as the world of parkour got further and further away. There was nothing to save me now. The damage from the void already started, and within seconds, I would be gone forever. I couldn't do it. I thought I could be the one to save parkour civilization again. But I failed. In my last moments of life, everything seemed like it was in slow motion. I think I must have been going crazy because it looked like I was floating upwards. But that's when I realized I might not be crazy after all. I wasn't dead yet, and I was slowly rising back up to the world of parkour. What is going on? How is this possible? It was like I was watching my life in reverse. I was floating right back up next to the jump that I just failed.
Strange.
I was at a loss for words, but I might have had a second chance after all. I positioned myself over one of the jumps, and I dropped out of the air. I wasn't dead yet. I was back on the parkour course. In all my life, I've never heard of something like this happen. If I had to guess, I would say the parkour god saved me once again. When I turned around, I saw someone for a split second running away. My entire dodging death feat that I just pulled completely made me forget that I was still in danger. One of the fighters was ahead of me on this course. When I saw them, they were almost at the end, which means that person might have gotten the disc already. But there's no way to know for sure. That could have been someone else, which means I have to complete the course to see if the disc is still there. Besides, the parkour god probably pulled some strings to get me back on this course, so I owe it to him to try. In parkour civilization, the more jumps you make, the more answers you find. But I don't know if I will ever be able to do enough jumps to find the answer to how I'm alive. All I can do now is keep making the jumps and keep moving forward. I have to believe that whatever or whoever saved me from the void wants me to save parkour civilization. So I'm gonna try to not test my luck again and make all of these jumps. As of now, I saw no sign of the player that was here before me, and maybe this could be the reason why. Oh boy, I'm definitely gonna need another airlift out of the void. Now was no time to rush. I had to pay attention to exactly how large each crystal was. This jump was barely wide enough to fit through, but it was possible. I jumped into the tunnel, managing to stay on the very edge of the bottom crystal. Even the smallest miscalculation, like hitting my arm on the wall, would send me falling into the void. But luckily, I made it through the tunnel of narrow jumps, and I still had a fighting chance. After making it out, I could see the rest of the course, and I saw no sign of the fighter that was here before me. So that means it is very likely that the person I saw has gotten the disc already. Unfortunately, I have to do a 3.5 vertical block jump to figure that out. I got momentum, and I went for one of the longest vertical jumps I've ever done. Even being the parkour champion, I didn't even know that was possible. But that's kind of been a similarity across all of these parkour courses. Almost all of these jumps that are on the courses don't even exist in parkour civilization and are near impossible. I hadn't thought about it, but maybe that's a reason why this entire civilization was removed.
That's a rough
Actually,
jump,
that doesn't really make any sense. All right, let's just make it out alive and maybe someone will tell me the actual truth. But that's when I went for a jump and I heard something again.
Trust me, I can get the disc. Just let me try.
It was another voice, like the one I heard before. I don't know where it's coming from. I thought it was crazy before, but now that it's happening again, I'm starting to really get worried. Man, my problems keep stacking. I need the disc to still be here, I have to not die in parkour, and now I have voices in my head. Great. Well, I'm gonna need a serious parkour vacation when I get back. Less than 10 jumps away stood between me and the end of the course. I just have to keep doing my thing and keep making every one of these jumps. No. Okay, let's not do that again. Only few can say they can do a 3-block vertical jump from no momentum. Fortunately, I'm one of those few, and that was the last difficult jump I needed to make to complete the course. Now it was time for the big reveal and find out if I did all of that for nothing. If someone else has this disc, I don't know how I'm gonna get it back, but at least I have the other two, so worst case scenario, no one gets out of here.
I think there's a disc in this one, not in the next one.
Expecting the worst, but to my surprise, in my hand
the next one doesn't have a disc, or someone gets there at the same time as him.
Whoever was on this course before me obviously didn't get it, and now I'm holding 3 of the 4 discs needed to get out of here. Only one more disc remains before I can return to parkour civilization. That is, if I can survive one more of these courses. I started heading back to Siwat to get the compass for the 4th disc, but then it happened again. Find me at the houses. It was another voice in my head. Unless it wasn't a voice in my head to begin with. Someone was trying to talk to me, and they were saying they were at the houses? I didn't know what any of the voices meant, but that's when I saw somebody. Standing near one of the houses was someone that I recognized. It was the person I just caught a glimpse of right before I was saved from the void. Whoever this was must have been the person that sent me the message to find them at the houses. but the person
How the
still
fuck
had
did they
chain
send
boots
that
on.
message,
This
though?
was a parkour fighter, meaning there's a good chance that this interaction leads to a parkour battle. But something about this felt different. I don't know why they would be calling me here,
Why
but
is he
I
not
have
putting
to
the-
find out.
the
And even if
discs in
this
the
does
thingy?
end in a battle, that's a risk I'm willing to take. I walked in to see the
Oh, he's
fighter
got-
standing on the other edge
he's
of the
got thingy
house.
boots.
All right, buddy, if you want to fight, let's get it over with.
If that's how you want to repay me for saving your life,
Oh!
fine.
For saving my life? What are you talking about? I've never even seen you before.
I was watching you do the course. I knew you would fail eventually, so I waited until you fell. When you did, I was there to attack you with a brewing stand jump, and the effect was
Oh!
levitation.
You attacked me with parkour
Dude!
right as I fell. I didn't even
Whoa!
know that was possible. This doesn't make any sense. Why would you save my
Dude!
life? You don't even know who I am.
I know you're the parkour champion, and the reason I know that is because
why he
you've
had
been
to
the
take
pawn
damage
of
as
our
well.
game ever since you arrived. You've been collecting the discs for us.
No. That's impossible. I fought parkour fighters in battles. I almost died. Why would they try to kill me if they wanted me to get the discs?
Siwat said it would have to be believable.
Oh, so now Siwat's behind this mastermind plan?
Of course he is, and if you don't believe me, jump onto the center block.
I jumped into the middle of the house and it happened again.
If he fights you, you have to lose. This is the only way we win.
It was Siwat's voice. I don't know how you're doing it, but you're making this up.
I'm not. If you parkour across crystals while talking, messages will be trapped inside for years. You're only hearing his voice because he was here setting the trap for you.
I didn't know what to believe. If this was all true, then I've been getting the discs for the enemy the entire time.
I tell you, I'm
At
not
this
trusting
point, I
Siwat.
don't even know if anything Siwat has told me is true. If you're in on the plan, then why are you telling me this? What do you want?
Let's just say I don't really like how the plan ends. So I'm hoping that by telling you this, you find a way to win. And in
Oh,
repayment,
true
you can
beans.
take me back to parkour civilization.
How can I be sure you're telling the truth? What if Siwat isn't behind this?
You think it's a coincidence he has those compasses? Why don't you ask him where he got them?
If all of this was true and Siwat was working with the fighters, then I have no one to blame but myself. But as far as I'm concerned, I have
Yeah,
the
I
three
don't trust
discs.
Siwat still.
I don't know how in the world they plan on getting these off of me, but if I can get the fourth one, then I can get out of here. At least now that I know I might be in a trap, I can focus on getting myself out of it. But I still don't know if that fighter was telling me the truth or not. Alright, disc number 3 acquired. Wasn't an easy one, that's for sure, but I still got it.
This is insane. To be honest, I didn't think you would be able to do it, but clearly I'm wrong. Only one more to go,
You go get the
and
last
we can
one then,
get out
mate.
of here. Here,
Cheeky
the
twat.
compass to the last parkour legend. This
What is
one
that?
is supposed to be the most terrifying course, so good luck.
Well, if there's anyone that can
Oh,
get it done,
shit.
it's me. Hey, this is just a quick question, but where did you get all of the compasses?
The compasses? Oh yeah, I was just searching through all the chests, and I happened to find all of them. Lucky find, I guess.
Yeah, that is real lucky. Oh, that was really convincing. Yep, I am definitely in a trap.
He knows, right?
Oh!
Yeah, he must have figured it out. It doesn't matter.
Dude,
the
I
plan
told
is
you.
in motion, and at this point, there is nothing he can do to stop what's coming. I must say, this plan didn't go exactly how I thought it would, but I have everything I need to get my revenge.
It's his friend!
Success begins with a person's will.
It's his friend!
Just state of mind.
Switching to Vodafone full
Shut
fiber
up,
broadband.
man!
It's as easy as that with one touch switch.
Just one more parkour course to go, and I can get back to parkour civilization. Unfortunately, this is gonna be the hardest one yet. All of these parkour jumps had one thing in common. These were Neo jumps. Neo jumps are considered
Fuck
some of the
that.
hardest jumps in
Fuck
parkour
that.
civilization, and for a good reason. The only way you make these jumps is by moving around the block in mid-air. The last time I made a difficult Neo jump, I became parkour champion and I saved the world. But that was one jump, and I'm afraid this course
I
is
hate
probably
Neos.
gonna have a lot more than one. After all, this course was
Purely
made by
'cause
the
I'm
Neo
bad at
legend
them.
of parkour, so that probably says something. If I had a choice, I would turn back immediately, but unfortunately I don't. If I want to save the world, I need to get the disc. The entire time I've been here, I've been risking my life to get the discs I need to go home.
Couldn't he
I
just have
thought I've
someone
been
go with him
outsmarting
and
the
attack
people
him
in this
with,
lost
Levy?
civilization, but
Like-
it turns out I've been in a trap this entire time, and Siwat has been behind it all. I was tricked into collecting the discs for the enemy, and I can only assume that they have a plan to get the discs off of me so they can escape. I couldn't help be disappointed with myself for
follow him.
trusting
Like-
Siwat. How did I not see this coming? I mean, Siwat literally worked for the evil champion and ran the lab that systematically controlled all of Parkour civilization. You know, I probably should have thought about those things a little more before trusting him, but obviously
Dude,
it's
what
way
is
too
that
late now.
jump, man?
I gotta give him credit. As much as I dislike
alright.
Siwat because he is objectively evil, his plan is extremely well thought out. And now that's put me in a very difficult position. On one hand, I could just throw all of the
fuck
discs
off,
in the
man.
void and no one gets them. If I went down that route, Siwat and all of the people here can't escape and destroy Parkour civilization, but then I wouldn't be able to get back home myself, so I'd basically be sacrificing myself for option 1. Now with option 2, I continue to play my part and get the discs. As long as I have all 4 on me, there still might be a way to get out of here alive without bringing them back to Parkour civilization. As I was going over all of the
I wonder how
possible
long this
futures,
shit
I
took to
noticed the
write.
course changed to Neo
Like, I wonder if
Ice
he wrote it
Jumps.
all at once.
It seemed like this last course was a combination of all of the Parkour Legend courses, with of course adding Neo jumps to everything. Oh, I forgot how much I hated these types of jumps. Okay, but back to seeing if I can outsmart Siwat's plan. No matter what option I choose, the biggest problem is my friend. The old woman at the library told me my friend is trapped in some prison. And
That's a
if
rough
I
jump.
remember correctly, there's one more thing. I think my friend might still be alive in some prison. Do you know anything about it?
If that's true, then there's a chance we can save him. But we gotta get the 3rd and 4th disc first.
Well, now that I know that
man.
Siwat was the one behind the evil plan, I
Ah,
think it's safe to say that
you
Siwat
fucking
has my
moron.
friend locked up in a prison somewhere. If that is the case, then I think I know what Siwat's plan is. He's
Oh,
gonna
he
use
said
my
he
friend
is,
as leverage to have me give him the discs. It all makes sense now.
Just saying,
There's
I
no
don't give
way
a
he
fuck
could
about
get
him.
the discs off of me, so
Yeah,
that means
later.
I'll either have to choose the discs or the life of my friend. That's assuming I finish this course and don't die in the void so I can get the last one. But to be honest, even though one jump could end it all, I knew I was gonna finish this course.
That's a
There's a
hard-looking
reason
jump.
Siwat made this elaborate plan to get me to do the courses.
double?
And it's the same reason why all the parkour fighters must have joined him. There's only
Well,
one
that if that's a
person that
double.
exists in this world
Oh, it
that is
is,
good enough
damn.
at parkour to make these courses. And that person is me, the parkour champion.
Well, yeah, someone
Siwat
made the
and all of the people in this civilization put their faith in me, because they knew that without me, they would never make it back alive. Well, I hate to disappoint them, but I don't plan on bringing Siwat or the evil parkour fighters back to parkour civilization. If all goes according to
Yeah, but there's
plan,
gonna be a
there
trap
will only
somewhere.
be 3 people going
Like, they
back
know
home.
you're gonna
So,
do that
it's time
shit.
to get this plan over with and get out of this place once and for all. After making it out of the field of Neo jumps, I was met with 2 parkour fighters.
Thank you for retrieving the discs for us, champion. Now, you will do exactly what we say if you want to stay alive. Siwat requests your presence.
This was it. Siwat had 2 parkour fighters waiting for me to ensure that I didn't run off with the discs. Normally, I would say that was a well thought out plan on his part, but I don't think he ever questioned the loyalty of his followers. Fortunately for me, I've got someone on the inside.
Hey, let's go. Keep it moving, champion. Why are you stopping?
Well, you know, just trying to catch my breath before this parkour battle. I quickly placed down a ladder and attacked the parkour fighter
That's an
with
easy
a
jump.
3-block diagonal ladder
Easy jump.
You know,
I
I
don't
would
know.
say good luck in this battle, but I think you'll have a hard time with a 2v1. The parkour fighter turned around to see that the other fighter had an attack of his own build. Yep, this
Huh?
parkour fighter was my guy on the inside.
What?
You're working with
What?
the champion? How could you? Fine, it doesn't matter.
Plot
I'll take you both
twist.
on by myself. I'm sure this will be the easiest parkour.
Well, that didn't last long. Wait a minute, I knew that guy, didn't I?
We've been best friends since we were kids. I don't know what I'd do without him.
yeah.
All right, you're good to go.
Oh, that's right. I made his buddy jump into the void. Well, at least they're
with his
together
friend
now.
Let's keep it moving. We don't have much time.
Oh, it's
Yep,
that
alright,
guy.
sorry. Let's get back to
Oh,
work.
okay.
So far, the plan I had was going smoothly. Siwat had his mastermind plan set up for me, so it was only fair that I fight back. Before I
Oh,
went to
shit.
the Neo Legend course, I visited my ally. Okay, I accept your offer. If you want to come back to parkour civilization, you need to help me.
Finally, you came to your senses. We're gonna need to move fast if we want to make this
Voice is
work.
so funny.
So you're saying after I get the disc, Siwat is gonna have fighters waiting for me?
That's right, but he won't suspect that I'm working with you. I'll make sure I'm one of the fighters and we can escape to the temple.
Alright, sounds good to me. Oh, I really hope this works. Step 1 was getting the disc. Step 2 was making it to the temple without guards. And now it's time for step 3. Alright, you ready?
Yes, this has to work. I'll go distract Siwat and find out where he's keeping
Okay.
your friend. You just focus on beating the parkour legends and getting the door open.
Right, the parkour battles. I kind of forgot about that. Time was of the essence.
can't-
I needed my
but once
ally
the
to
door's open,
distract
does it
Siwa
stay
for as
open?
long as possible, so I had time to beat the parkour legends. I also needed to
in
hope that my
shadow.
ally would
Yeah,
find my
I see it.
parkour master friend and free him from his prison. There were a lot of moving parts to this plan, but I think it could work. Unfortunately, the plan already had its first hiccup. The path I chose to go up the temple was destroyed. The only way up to the top was from the other side. Now
Someone
I
give
just gotta hope
my
that those
boy
few
Levy.
minutes of lost time weren't enough to ruin the plan. It was a good sign that I didn't see any parkour fighters around though. But that's when I glanced inside the bottom level of the parkour temple and I saw someone. But this wasn't a parkour fighter. This was someone with gold boots. I ran inside to see my parkour master friend standing on a single chain over the void. The last time we saw each other was in Parkour Civilization. You're alive. Let's go. Oh no. Standing to my right was a parkour fighter with an attack already set up. That's an easy attack. Don't worry, I'll handle this.
No, stop. That attack was for me. If I don't make that jump, I die. I don't have any blocks to build with, so I'm stuck here. But if you attack him, that will force his battle with me to end, and I'll also die.
Okay, this is not an ideal situation, so how do I stop this?
We'll get
You
just
go
get him blocks,
up.
man.
See what is waiting for you up there.
Of course he is. Well, so much for my master plan to defeat the guy with the
So
better
how the
master
fuck does he
plan.
get his
Don't
power
worry,
back?
I'll figure something out. Just don't move. Not that you can move, but don't worry, I'll figure something out. All right, time to make my way to the top and probably face an ambush. There was nothing I could do now. I couldn't think of a single move to get out of this. If I even make the
he's kinda
slightest notion that I'm gonna start a parkour battle, my friend will die. That means I have no choice but to just fall right into Siwat's plan.
Big stretch.
Well, I have been known to improvise, so let's do that. All right, let's get this over with. So, you want me to help you destroy Parkour Civilization?
Now you're talking some sense. You know, a part of me actually enjoyed our little team up and getting each
He is
disc.
the least
I mean,
serious
you got them,
villain.
but it was fun sitting back and letting you do the work.
You know?
Now, I'm closer than ever to achieving my goal of destroying Parkour Civilization once and for all.
That doesn't make any sense. You said it yourself. You live in Parkour Civilization. Why would you want to destroy it?
I haven't told this to anyone before, but since I've already won, I might as well tell you. I didn't join Parkour Civilization. I was born here on this level of civilization. I might be the only one alive who remembers when this level was still a part of Parkour Civilization. And I might be the only one who knows what kind of a monster the old man was. My parents warned me about the old man. They told me to rank up before it was too late. Unfortunately, my parents were both too stubborn to rank down and too old to rank up. So I left my family and became a parkour master. My parents were the ones who told me to use brewing stands to give myself the resistance effect. And that was exactly what allowed me to remember when the old man used the command blocks to wipe out this entire level, including everyone in it. In doing so, he wiped all memories of this place, except mine, because of the potion effect. After that, how could I ever trust the system? The so-called beloved parkour champion wiped out my entire family.
That can't be true. Why would the old man do that?
We'll
It
just say, hey, I'm
doesn't
not gonna do
add
that
up.
anymore. And
He
I go,
was
okay,
kind
yay.
and nice, and he cared about people.
You know,
He's
the funny
dead, like,
part is
I don't know why
that
you
no
grind
one
for
even
so
knew.
hard.
It was supposedly over a fight. Can you believe that? The old man let his battle with one person cause my parents and plenty of others to die.
A fight? What kind of fight would lead to an action like that?
All right, enough of that. What's in the past is in the past. Let's
Exactly.
focus on what's gonna happen from
So
here.
what?
I don't need the
So
discs.
what?
Instead, I'm gonna have you battle all of the parkour legends yourself. And get that door open for
I
me.
thought you needed them to
I
summon.
will then get my revenge on Parkour Civilization. And if you choose not to, well, your friend is obviously the price you pay.
I have to do it. I can't let my friend die because of the mistakes I made. I'm the one who brought him here. I have no choice.
Did he
Let's
make any
just hope I
mistakes?
think of
What
something
mistakes?
later when I get that door opened.
I trust you'll come to the right decision. You always do.
Ah, well, here goes nothing. Given everything that's happened in my life, I never thought there'd be a time where I'd have to say this. But it's time to go help destroy Parkour
Yeah, I
Civilization.
can see what was just essentially baiting him up there this whole time.
I'd love to kill.
You get what I mean?
Jeff from work.
Dude, I can't believe this is
You ruined my
unskippable
life.
10 seconds. That's evil.
People I'd love to kill. Everyone.
Well, the kill.
Boxing Robot Super Bus 5G is so fast.
Oh, that's enough coffee for you.
Love that song.
It was time to fight the legends of parkour. Under normal circumstances, I probably would have been excited for these parkour battles. I mean, come on, fighting someone who has mastered a specific type of parkour? That sounds pretty awesome to me.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for me, these are not normal circumstances. Because if I beat all 4 of these parkour legends, I will cause the downfall of parkour civilization. But that's assuming I beat these legends in parkour
Oh, so
battles,
puts the
and
disc
if
in
I
there,
don't,
yes.
well, I will die, and parkour civilization will probably be destroyed anyways. So, that means plan A is to help destroy parkour civilization,
interesting to see what
and
kind of
hope I
parkour
figure
they
out a
do.
plan
But
in
why
the meantime.
can't he just do
I
one that they
thought
haven't
I had a
learned?
real chance to beat Siwat and save
You know?
the world. But it turns out he was one step ahead of me the entire time. My friend is captured, and if I don't do exactly what Siwat says, he'll be gone forever. So that leaves me with no choice but to help Siwat escape so he can destroy parkour civilization once and for all. Alright, well, here goes nothing. It's time to fight the first legend of parkour. I threw the disc into the hopper waiting for something to happen. I saw nothing, but then, a few seconds later, someone appeared on one end of the battlefield. And this person was wearing diamond boots.
Oh.
So, you're the ice legend of parkour? Why do you have champion
Whose skin
boots
is that?
on?
That's because I am a parkour champion.
They look familiar.
I was one a long time ago. I won the battle to become champion using ice blocks. So yeah, I got the Ice Legend title, but all of the parkour legends are just previous champions throughout history.
Oh.
So every parkour
Oh, so it's
legend
not that
was a
odd.
parkour champion at some point. That's awesome. Wait, so are you real? Or what even are you?
Real? Absolutely. Alive? Not so much.
Oh.
All of us are spirits of our past
Oh,
lives.
that's kinda
And
cool.
we exist now only for parkour battles. But enough questions. Prepare to fight.
The Ice Legend
jump
said
for the
I have
beef.
everything I need to battle inside the chest. When I first came here, the chest was empty, but now the chest had 3 stacks of ice blocks inside of it. These ice blocks were the only blocks I had to attack
Just saying,
with.
there was a
No
hole down the
other
middle
types
where he
of
could see his
blocks were
friend just
allowed.
drop
It's time to find out if I can do ice block jumps better than the Ice Legend of parkour.
Yeah.
The Ice Legend attacked first. His first attack was a 4-block vertical jump. It was a difficult attack for sure, but it was nothing I couldn't handle. My choices were to either make the exact same jump or do a harder one. But I had to remind myself that this was only the first of 4 battles, so I'm not going to try to risk it all in the first fight. I defended the first attack successfully and the battlefield reset. Alright, let's go. It's my time to attack now. My first attack was a parkour combo with a 5-block jump chained into a 3-block
one
diagonal
hard.
jump. I thought the attack wouldn't be hard enough, but to my surprise,
Huh?
the Ice Legend failed the jump.
Dude,
the
your
battle was
ice-
going my way, but
Shit.
it was far from over.
Am I right,
If I
chat?
mess up and get hit by an attack, I don't know how
Dude,
much
what the
damage
fuck
these
is
will
that?
do. That's why I had to get this over with.
Dude,
For
that's
my
a
next
jump.
attack, I set up a 6-block vertical jump.
Dude,
All of my
what?
training with ice blocks paid off, and I made the jump. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna pretend I almost didn't slip off there. I watched as the Ice Legend went for the jump,
He
but
dead as
failed
hell.
once again. This was the second attack in a row that I landed. One more, and it should be over.
That wasn't
but
enough?
I got ahead of myself. I attempted
Uh-oh.
2 5-block jumps in a row, and I failed. Oh, that's not good. I should have just made my attack. The Ice Legend set up a difficult 3-jump combo.
Now,
and
I don't
made
know how
it. It was
hard that
time to
actually
defend
is.
again. I went for the combo, but I slipped off on the 3rd jump. The attack did 7 hearts of damage.
Wait,
if these
but they're
combos
both
get
legends.
Any
They
harder,
can just
I could risk
regen.
losing all 10 hearts in one attack. But
Just
if I
switch to your
land
diamond
one more
boots,
attack,
lad.
I should win the battle. And the only way to attack
is there,
in
like,
this
different battle
position
rules or
is to
something?
do a harder jump than that one. Okay, it's time for a terrible idea. I built the same attack, but added a 360 to the 5-block diagonal jump.
Smart.
Let's go. I cannot believe that worked.
This is a level of parkour I have not yet seen.
The risk paid off, and the Ice Legend was defenseless
W.
against the 360.
Looks like you've won the first battle. I hope you know what you're doing.
You hope I know what I'm doing? Wait, what does that mean? But before he could answer, the Ice Legend was gone, and the parkour battle was
Reset.
over. Why did the Ice Legend say that? What did he mean by that? I
Yeah,
mean,
you're a
I know
spirit,
I'm
man.
basically
You
causing the
got no
destruction of
reason to be
parkour
like,
civilization, but I don't know how he would know
philosophical and
that.
shit.
Alright, doesn't matter. I'm still alive. The blocks I used to fight with disappeared from my inventory, and it was time to move on to the second battle. Going into the next fight, I realized I was wearing my chain boots the entire time.
That's
Since
what I'm
there was
saying,
no point
dude.
of trying
Just
to blend in
fucking put 'em
anymore
on.
with the parkour fighters, I put back on my champion boots and started regenerating health. Okay, having full hunger makes me feel much better about these parkour fights. So basically, the only way I lose is if I
Who's
get
next?
hit by an attack that does 10 hearts.
The
So let's just try not
glass
to
one.
do that. It was time for the second fight. I threw in the disc and summoned
the
the
wither?
glass legend of parkour.
I started out in Teesside.
Shut up,
But where
man.
I
We
went
don't
next
give a shit about the
is
Royal Navy.
classified.
Fuck out of here.
I've come a
Well,
long
now we need to
way.
wait.
Now we need to wait for the Royal Navy ad to finish.
someone who's never officially been
Why is
anywhere.
the Royal Navy sponsoring fucking Minecraft videos? What's that about? What's that about?
3 things in a song is really just all you need, and it took me a long time to realize that.
Who is that? I don't know who that is.
Yo, I'm finally free. Let's go. The old man said I'd be gone for a while, but I didn't think it would be that long.
Wait. Did you say the old man,
What?
as in the parkour champion old man? How do you know him?
Bro, I'm not here to answer any questions. I'm just trying to parkour
What if he's the
battle.
last one?
Okay, I'm not sure what's up with these parkour legends, but they clearly
if
don't
he's
like
one of
to
the
talk
legends?
about anything. But I always say you have to parkour for the truth sometimes, so let's go and do that. I turned around and the glass legend already had an attack
that's
built,
not that
but he failed the attack.
bad.
It was now my turn, and beating the ice legend with a 360 made me realize something. These legends were parkour
You could do a
champions a
5-block ice
long
jump.
time ago, and
You could fix a
parkour jumps
helicopter.
have evolved so much since then, which is why it was time to start attacking with jumps from the new age. I attacked with a 1.5 block backwards diagonal jump. Even when the fate of the world is on the line, I'm not afraid to hit him with the Evbo special, and it was no surprise that the glass legend didn't even get
He
close.
just wins everything
Bro,
with the
why are you
backwards.
so good?
I started setting up a more difficult parkour combo. If my parkour math is correct, this attack should be enough to win. Come on, 360, 2-block, 360. Oh, let's go. I gotta say, I love parkour battles. As expected, the glass legend of parkour looked very discouraged, and I had a feeling the battle was already over. He set up the jumps, and he failed the first 360. Okay. Hey, no offense, but how did you become a parkour champion?
Alright, yeah, I wasn't cut out for such an important job. Alright, bro, I hope you know what you're doing. And
Dude, why they
when you
keep
see the
saying
next
that shit?
parkour champion, can you not mention my name?
Wait, why is this such an important job? And he's gone, of course. Why
did you
do
not-
I have a feeling that there's something important they're not telling me? The glass legend said the old man said he'd be gone for a while, but what does that mean? But that's when I remembered Siwat's story.
Wait, what if
the
they're
old
wrong
man
and-
did erase this entire level of civilization,
like in
maybe
prison.
the parkour legends knew about it. Okay, I could be onto something here, but let's just get past this third battle. I threw in the disc and summoned the third legend of parkour.
So, it looks like you're almost at the top.
They're
The
so
battles
baby.
must be tiring you out by now.
I don't know, I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, the ice legend was kind of hard, but the glass legend didn't really fight back that much.
Bro, he was the second battle? That guy was only the parkour champion for 2 hours before I beat him. He's terrible. Alright, whatever. I can promise you you're not making it past me.
Bro, parkour champion for 2 hours?
Yeah,
that's
rough.
embarrassing.
That is
Kinda
pretty rough.
surprised he even got there in the first place. It was time to battle the crystal legend of parkour. Crystals are some of the blocks that don't exist in parkour civilization. So
Oh,
as of
shit.
now, I have 0 experience with building crystal parkour jumps. But I had a feeling I was gonna have to adapt quickly.
It's like
the
ladder
crystal
bit a bit
legend
easier,
built
it's
a
alright.
3-jump parkour combo that looked like something I've never done
Actually,
before.
no, it's not
I made the
easier, it's
first
harder.
jump, but I just barely missed the second jump. The attack did 7.5
That did a
hearts,
lot
so
of
I was
fucking
still
damage.
alive,
Damn.
but it was not a good confidence booster. The crystal legend immediately
That's
went
easy.
into his second parkour combo attack, but that's when I saw the perfect opportunity to put the battle in my hands. I built the exact same
360?
parkour combo as he
Yeah,
did, and
360.
went back to my strategy of adding the Evbo signature move whenever it was
Yep.
possible. Changing the first jump to a 360 put the battle back in my favor. Surprisingly, the crystal legend
Really?
made the
That's why
360,
you
but
messed up?
didn't get enough momentum for the second jump. My strategy was working for all of the parkour legends, so why change? I attacked with a backwards 2-block jump into a backwards 360. Honestly,
Fuck's
I don't
sake,
even know
man.
how I made that parkour combo. Once again, the crystal legend of parkour was defenseless.
Well, there's nothing to say, except I hope you know what you're doing.
Wait, what do you mean?
What for the
luck.
cave
And
sound,
just like
dude?
that, the battle was won. But that was the second parkour legend to tell me that they hope I know what I'm doing. I just don't get it. I feel like the answer
Neo's
is right
together
in
as
front of
evil.
me, but I can't make sense of anything. The parkour legends don't want to talk, but why? As far as they're concerned,
Well, they're
I'm
just
just
souls,
trying to
innit?
open the door to get back to parkour civilization. This doesn't make sense, but let's just get this last battle over with. I threw in the disc to summon the final legend of parkour, the legend of Neo Jumps.
Well, this is unexpected to be sure. Nevertheless, here you are. This is the last battle to open the door. I wish you the best, whatever
Okay.
the outcome may be.
Wait, before we start, can you just tell me what the old man has to do with all of this? I know there's something.
I'm afraid that's not for me to say, but if all goes right, you will never know.
I thought making it to the final
Fuck does that
parkour
mean?
legend would give me some answers, but it looks like that's not going to be the case. The two outcomes are I either live without
he
the
have to
truth
build
or die
Neos
without
too?
the truth.
He does.
So obviously I'm going to choose option 1. In this final battle, the Neo legend let me attack first. I started off the battle with a 2-block Neo jump,
Well, you're gonna be
but
able
the
to do that
parkour
shit.
legend didn't look worried. He built the attack, but then added on another Neo jump to the end. Just by the look of it, I already knew that this attack would deal heavy damage if I failed it. But likewise, if I make a harder jump and I make it,
Don't
I could
add
end
a
this
fucking
battle with
360.
one attack. All right, that sounds like a plan. Let's do 2 double Neos. I made the jump harder and I went for it. Come on. No, I hit the wall on the second jump, missing the counterattack, taking 9 hearts of damage. If that parkour attack was even slightly harder, my journey would have been over. But the important thing is it's not, and I must keep fighting.
Hello?
Unfortunately, I was already under pressure again, facing an attack of
Dude, how do
6
you do
Neo
that
jumps
shit?
in a row. Okay, nice and easy, one at a time. 3, 4, come on, just one more. Please, no! I saw my life flash before my eyes as the attack took me down to half a heart. I was losing this battle, and if it keeps going this way, one more attack will be the end of me. As of now, I don't
would
see
die.
how I can beat the
I'll be
Neo
honest,
legend
I'd
at
die.
Neo jumps, which means I know how this is gonna end. If I want to open that door, I'm gonna have to do something extremely reckless. This is quite possibly the worst idea I've ever had. I watched as the Neo legend built his next parkour combo, but I wasn't even worried about that. I knew he would make the jumps. After all, Neo jumps are his specialty. What I was worried about was my jump.
Why
I
can't you
don't
just
know
make
if
a
this is
different kind of
possible,
jump?
but all I know is that if I make it, I win. Of course, if I don't, well, we already know how that goes. It's hard to rationalize this decision because I'm basically doing all of this just for Siwat to destroy Parkour Civilization. But it will save my friend and give me time to find a way to save the world later. Alright, time to make this impossible jump. I mean, this jump could potentially change our understanding of parkour. Okay, I'm just gonna jump. I jumped off the platform doing a 180 and
He missed
traveled
that shit.
around the block
What?
backwards. Yep, of course. What was I thinking? Journey is over because I thought I could do a backwards Neo jump. Wait, I'm alive. I actually did it. By some miracle, the backwards Neo jump changed
That's
the
a
entire
thing?
parkour battle.
I have nothing left to say, except I yield. I don't know who you are, but I hope you have the strength for what's to come.
The Neo
That's a
legend
new line.
forfeited the battle, and
That's
it
a
was
new
over.
line.
I had beaten all 4 parkour
Nuh-uh, someone
legends,
tells me it's someone
and the
else.
door at the top of the staircase was open. I survived, and now there
This
was
shit
a
ain't
way
done.
back to parkour civilization. Except for a second, I forgot that I
Oh,
wasn't gonna
fuck
be the
you,
one
man.
going back. I had just barely finished the battle, but Siwat was
Run.
already waiting for me. Oh man, well, I survived, but now I have to watch Parkour Civilization be destroyed. I walked into the hallway that was at the top
Let
of
it
the
close.
Parkour
Imagine it
Temple.
closes.
This reminds me of all of the times that I ranked up in Parkour Civilization. Not that it counts for anything, but it's kind of cool that I ranked up again in a way.
I want you to know that everything I told you was true, except I left out one thing.
Couldn't have seen that one coming. All right, what is it?
The old man's fight was supposedly with his friend.
With his friend? Okay. Is there a point you're trying to get at? I mean, are you about to come out with some crazy take about how, like, we're friends and we fight all the time, but it's okay? I mean, you're literally about to destroy Parkour Civilization.
I never said I would be the one to destroy Parkour Civilization.
Wait, what? So, what does that mean? I started thinking about what Siwat just said. The old man had a fight with his friend? Why does that mean something? Wait, what did that old woman at the library say? She thought she knew me, but how could she?
I never blamed you for what you did. I know it was a tough decision.
Okay, this woman does not know who I am, but I have no clue what she's talking
She's
about.
from the
she
future.
knew where my friend was too. She gave me the book that talked about the prison he was in.
I assume you're here to get your friend, correct?
My friend? You know where my friend is? Wait a minute. When I saw her, I wasn't wearing my chain boots. I was wearing my champion boots.
When the old man used the command blocks to wipe out this entire level, including everyone in it.
I never blamed you for what you did. I know it was a tough decision.
The woman didn't know me. She thought I was the old
Oh,
man.
shit.
And if she thought I was the old man, she wasn't talking about my friend being imprisoned.
The old man's fight was supposedly with his friend. Can you believe that? The old man let his battle with one person cause my parents and plenty of others to die.
The old man removed this entire level of civilization to imprison his friend. Getting to the top of this temple was never a way back to Parkour Civilization. It was a prison.
music,
and that
dude.
means Siwat's plan was never to get out. It was
that?
to help free the person that
Oh.
the old man banished from Parkour Civilization. What have I done?
So, the old man is gone. That's a shame.
Is that?
If only he was around to see what I'm gonna do to Parkour Civilization.
This is it. One final parkour battle to save the world. The fate of Parkour Civilization
What?
is in my hands now, and my opponent is one of the most fearsome
Fucking
parkour
plot
fighters
twist.
in all of history. And I was the one who helped him escape. I defeated every parkour
Dude, I
legend
started
thinking
talking,
that
and
I
I'm
was
like,
helping
is
Seawat get back to Parkour Civilization.
Dude.
I thought he was gonna be the one to
It just
destroy
got-
the
it
world.
just got
but
crazy.
it turns out that was never his plan to begin with. His plan was to get me to unleash something even worse. Someone who had been banished to this lost civilization. What have I done? Coming to this civilization was a mistake. I don't know who this person is, but if the old man wiped out this entire level
He's pretty
just to
strong,
imprison
I'll be
his
honest.
friend,
He's
it was
pretty strong.
probably for a good reason.
That plan took a lot of, well, planning. And now you get to watch how beautifully this unfolds.
You must be very proud. Your plan was perfect. You have everything you need. So now give me back my friend.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Not yet, buddy.
Something
Got
tells me that's not
one
gonna
more
happen.
thing to do first. Why don't you go introduce yourself to the villain of parkour?
The villain of parkour? I walked up the steps to see the prisoner completely surrounded by lava.
I hear you were friends with the old man. That makes two of us.
He's
I'm
such a
surprised
good
he
voice
didn't
actor,
throw
man.
you away like he did to me.
If you were
Dude,
actually
Clown's
friends
actually
with the old
goated at
man,
voice
then
acting.
explain all of this. Why would he wipe out an entire level of civilization just to imprison one person?
He was scared of what I had discovered. What was the term he used again? An illegal form of parkour.
Forgive me for not understanding, but you said an illegal form of parkour? What could you have discovered about parkour to make it illegal?
It's time.
What?
What I discovered is time.
Huh?
Since the beginning, parkour battles have always been one move after another, until I realized that they never had to be. You see, if you challenge someone to a race, it's the ultimate form of parkour fighting. It's the idea that you are willing to risk everything, that you will not only make the jumps, but you make them faster than your opponent.
A parkour race? When I first came to this level of civilization, one of the fighters challenged me to a battle. He said that the battle would start and end on a single block. And when I didn't do the jumps, I would have died if it wasn't for my totem of undying. That wasn't just a regular parkour battle. That was a parkour race. How was an attack like that able to do 10 hearts?
Racing has no limits. Once you challenge someone to a race, you either win or you die. No in between.
If that's true, then someone with that type of power could take over the entire world. No one would be able to fight back. And that's exactly why Siwat's breaking him out of prison. The old man must have known that parkour racing could destroy
so
thousands
fucking
of
annoying.
lives. That's why he went through such great lengths to make sure that this type of parkour never made it back to parkour civilization. But now it's too late. I let this evil back into the world. What do you want? What are you even gonna do to parkour civilization?
I'm going to do what I'd set out to do a long time ago,
Dude, this
and
is
enlighten the
awesome.
world with my new form
This
of
is
parkour
awesome.
battles.
I turned around to see that Siwat had built a parkour attack, but
What the fuck
this
is
was
that?
something I've never seen before. Siwat said there's only one
Yep.
more thing I have to do. If I get hit by this parkour attack, he'll give me back my friend. What is this attack? Why are there armor stands? And why do you need to hit me with the attack?
You know, I can't beat you in a fair fight, and I just want to land a good hit on you.
I can't believe that even after Siwat's plan worked, he still feels the need to prove that he's better than me. But it doesn't really matter at this point. He has my friend, and I have to deal with whatever he throws at me so I can get him back. He could be lying. This attack might be enough to kill me, but I was willing to take that chance. Thankfully, it barely did any damage. Okay, great. You got the satisfaction of hitting me in a parkour battle, so can we be done now?
Who knew? Armor stand attacks
Oh.
can take the boots right off of
Oh,
the player.
shit.
Even champion boots.
In Siwat's hand was
Oh,
a pair
shit.
of champion boots. And they weren't just any pair. They were mine. My champion boots were gone. Just
Dude.
taken straight out of my inventory. How is this possible? What are you planning to do with those?
You can relax now. Your time as the champion is over.
I watched as Siwat walked over to the parkour villain and threw the champion boots at his feet.
Oh, fuck.
No, this is not good. If the parkour villain gets access to the command blocks, there would be no stopping him.
Well, this is my ticket home.
And just like that, I was no longer the parkour champion. I just gave the most dangerous player in the world unlimited food and access to the blocks that control parkour
Oh, shit.
civilization. Siwat
Oh,
handed him
shit.
blocks, and at that moment, I knew my journey was coming to an end.
Now, before I return to parkour civilization, I need a good fight.
Yep, this is the end for me. Throughout my life, I've overcome the most difficult situations, but this is a fight that I don't think I can
Why
win.
doesn't he just
I've
add a
never
armor
even
stand
done a
jump?
parkour race before, and I'm fighting against the person who invented it. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I have to find a way to be faster
Fuck,
than
I
the
forgot he was
parkour villain.
racing.
The odds are stacked against me, but as long as I'm still here, I'll never stop fighting to save the world. Well, let's
Save
do
the
this.
world
I have to
reference?
say, I'm going to enjoy watching this. I finally get to see you crumble.
You prepare for a parkour race. You've served your purpose in this life. I offer you a quick and merciless
I've not
death.
been analyzing this
Parkour
shit
villain
enough to give you
didn't
an answer, I'll
challenge
be
me
honest.
to a battle. He challenged Siwat.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What are you doing?
Actually,
I'm
no,
the
it's
one
been
who
pretty
helped
good.
you escape. You,
Actually, no, now I'm thinking
clearly
about it.
made a mistake.
You know-
I'm just gonna
you know
take
how,
off
like, in
before
Hunger
I.
Games,
What's
when they
happening to
kill
me?
District
Why am
12?
I stuck? I can't move.
I watched as
Oh, you
Siwat tried to
fucking
run
idiot,
away,
Siwat.
but he couldn't. Whatever the
Siwat, you
parkour villain
fucking
was
idiot.
doing brought him back into the battle. It was like a force he couldn't escape.
You fucking
what
idiot,
was this
Siwat.
power? I didn't even know what to think. Just a moment ago, I thought I was
You're a
about to
moron.
die. And now I'm watching one of my greatest enemies fight for his life. The parkour villain didn't even start the race yet. He was just watching Siwat. But then he took off. Before this, I had never seen someone move so effortlessly
Yeah,
through a
GG's.
parkour course. Within the blink of an eye, the parkour
GG's.
villain was already at the
GG's.
last jump.
Please don't. I'll do anything.
GG's.
I'll work for you. Just let me live.
The villain made the last jump, and the race was
GG's.
over. Siwat lost.
I suppose I had this coming for me, didn't I? For what it's worth, I was telling the truth when I said I enjoyed working with you.
And just like that, the parkour villain had claimed his first victim. Siwat, the one who would betray me over and over, was betrayed by his own plan. Right when the battle was over, the parkour villain didn't even acknowledge me and started running away. He must know a way back to parkour civilization, right? If that's the case, then there's still a chance I can catch up and battle him before he does. Bro, did he seriously jump off the temple with no water bucket? Oh man, this guy's insane, but I have to battle him, right? I'm not gonna lie, I was a little relieved that he chose to battle Siwat instead of me, but I can't let him escape without at least putting up a fight. If I challenge him to a battle before he challenges me to a race, I might be able to keep the battle in my hands. The parkour villain has been trapped here for years, and he might know how to parkour race, but I'm gonna bet he's never battled against someone who can do 360s. I made it down to the ground
It's a
level and I
legal
spotted
form.
the villain. He looked like he knew where he was going, so he must know the way back. He was
Yeah,
fast,
it's an
but I
illegal
managed
form
to
of
keep him in my sights.
parkouring.
I followed
Parkour
him all
races,
the way until we hit the edge
instantly
of this
kill.
level of civilization. I don't understand. There's nowhere left to go. All right, let's
someone
not
will
waste any
guarantee
more
die.
time. I only have one shot at this. I quickly placed down 3 blocks and I attacked with 2 3-block 360s. This was it. The battle had started and there would be no turning back now. This was life or
Why
death.
did you just challenge him
I
to a
was
race but
waiting
beat
for
him
you
to
to
it? Thank
fight
you, Izzy,
back.
for the follow.
A neat little trick you did there with the 360s. Unfortunately, my knowledge of parkour is beyond your understanding.
Parkour villain didn't even look
Pixel
surprised
jumps.
that I attacked him with 360s. Oh no, what did I get myself into? I wasn't prepared for this. The parkour villain built a chest jump. And the worst part is he did a 360. That's impossible. I thought I was the only one who could do 360s. My attack was erased. It was all up to me to build a harder jump now. The worst part about this fight is that we weren't on an even battlefield. If this was an ordinary fighting space, I would try the longest parkour combo I could do. But I don't have that option now. I just have to do one very hard jump. And that very hard jump is going to be the 3-block diagonal 360.
Okay, I was gonna say,
went
it's
for
not that
one
bad.
of the hardest 360s I've ever done, and I made it. I still had a chance. But then, out of nowhere, I
Huh?
took damage. The jump I built wasn't harder than the jump he built, and I lost the attack.
Just as I expected.
I don't
The
know.
villain was looking inside of the chest, and I knew something was wrong.
Your downfall was your inability to risk everything you had.
Risk everything I had? But that's when I noticed I had nothing. Every single thing
shit.
I had in my inventory
Wait.
was gone. No water bucket, no
Wait,
blocks to
chest
fight
jumps,
with.
dude?
And that's when I knew the parkour villain stole all of them when he attacked me with the
Dude.
chest jump. This fight was over, and I
Dude.
lost. So that's it then, right? You have all of my blocks, I can't fight back. How are you even gonna get home?
These boots are the only way out of here. You could have left at any time you wanted. I suppose it was your destiny to deliver them to me.
Why aren't you attacking me? Why don't you just finish the job already?
The old man isn't around anymore, and the only one left to pay for his sins is you. I want you to know what it's like to suffer, to waste away here for years, to be forgotten, just like I was. Only
you,
when
Hera.
you are on your last breath, I will return
It's
to
Hera.
finish the job.
The parkour villain turned around and jumped into the air, disappearing. This was the end. The champion boots were the only way back to parkour civilization. Now I'm stuck here with nothing, and there's no one left to stop him.
Just like I remembered it. And now it's mine.
Oh, well, here we are.
Tough as hell,
This
dude.
is my last chance to save parkour civilization. I have to be the one to summon the parkour god. Apparently, nobody has ever successfully summoned him before, but I've met him. I know he's real, and I just need him to come back one more time. Because, let's face it, I destroyed the world. I let one of the most evil parkour villains escape, and death and destruction follow him everywhere he goes. I thought I was the champion
what
of
had it
parkour,
coming.
but my parkour
I'm gonna be the one to
abilities
say
were
it.
nothing compared to the parkour villains. I was completely humiliated, like I was just another parkour noob, and all I could do was sit and watch as the villain took all of my blocks and escaped back to parkour civilization. And I was left here to suffer just like the villain did all of these years. In all of my time in parkour civilization, I've never experienced defeat like this. I mean, it only took one jump for the parkour villain to take every block I had. It was like
I mean, you got
he
two
knew
left.
every move I was gonna do, and all I could do was just sit there and watch. I started grabbing every block that I could.
yeah.
Yes, it's true, I may be stuck here forever, but my friend is still in the middle of a parkour battle. If I gather enough blocks, maybe he'll have enough resources to win. I just need these to not fall in the void. Okay, well, I guess 2 chests
Yeah,
is
but
all
if
I
he
have.
fails the
Alright,
chest
so basically,
jump,
my
which
friend
he
is gonna
attacks him
have to
with,
win the parkour battle in
he'll
one
take all
attack.
of his items.
And of course, that is if he's even alive still. I started making my way back to the parkour temple. Fortunately, when I got there, I saw that my friend was still floating over the void. I didn't have a plan. I was gonna have to use the 2 chests and improvise. But that's when I remembered this wasn't my only option. There might be a way to get more blocks. I almost forgot that I had an ally. We got separated when I fell into Siwat's trap, but he still should be alive. I went to the place where my ally was going to find Siwat, and I found him standing in the middle of the battlefield. Hey, are you alright, man? What happened here?
It was an ambush. I thought I would find Siwat here, but all I found was a fight. I barely survived, but I have nothing left. No more blocks to fight with.
Well, that answered my question. The only other place I know of blocks is at the very top of the parkour temple, but I don't have a water bucket anymore. It's just too risky.
Like, oh, you don't have any
If
blocks?
only I
Oh,
could get the
I'll
parkour
see
god
you
to come
later.
back and help us out or
Yep,
something.
yep.
Other than
Bye,
that,
bye,
I
bye.
have no ideas.
Wait, you might be onto something. If you actually believe you can summon the parkour god, then follow me.
Wait, I was kind of joking, but
Dude,
all
I
right.
hate how he
started
sounds
to
so much
follow
like
the
fucking
parkour fighter.
Skeppy, man.
At first, I thought we were going back to the library, but then I realized he was going further than that. A few moments later, we arrived at a building, and I saw a giant statue of the parkour god. The parkour fighter said that people would come to this building to try to get their prayers answered by the
Netherite
parkour
boots?
god. Okay, so you said people would come here all the time, and they
I don't
just
remember the
summoned
parkour-
the parkour god?
god having
People
netherite
would
boots.
come here, yes, but no one has been able to summon the parkour god. Apparently, the last jump you need to do is to jump
did?
into the
Okay.
void, and no one was willing to.
Great, so I have to die to summon the parkour god. Well, I mean, I'm stuck here forever, so it's either die now or die later.
If you do choose to go for it, good luck. I'm gonna go look for more blocks. It's been nice knowing you.
Okay, if I didn't know any better, I would say that his tone sounds like he thinks I'm not coming back. So, from what I know, no one has been able to summon the parkour god because of the last jump in this course. But I have some idea that it might be different for me. Back in parkour civilization, no one even thought the parkour god really existed. But I saw him with my own 2 eyes. He
I like
gave
the
me the
little-
champion boots to
little,
save the
Easter
world.
egg there
He
with the
came
cross
back
made out
before
of
to
bones.
save my life, and maybe he'll do it one more time. And who knows, maybe if he
Don't know
does
if
show
that was
up, he'll
intentional,
give me
but-
blocks, and he'll show me a way out of here. I just have to make sure not to miss a single jump
has what he
before I
does.
even get to the summoning part. I barely made 2 3.5 block vertical jumps, and now I had to do, of course, water parkour. You know, you would think jumping into the void would be enough, but no. Instead, I have to not die accidentally, and then I have to die on purpose. How does that make any sense? When I first arrived on this level of civilization, I was
I'd hate
forced
that.
to do water jumps to escape. And now, hopefully, this is the last time I'll be doing water jumps.
where does
I
he
made
jump?
the last jump, and I
That
was
looks like a
standing
door.
at the base of the parkour god statue. A few feet in front of me stood a door, and when I walked up to it, it opened, just like all of the parkour
Oh my
temple
goodness,
doors
it's like
did.
it's like
I walked inside the room, and I
what's
saw
it called?
nothing. All that
Bridge
was
duels.
inside this room was a giant hole in the middle of the floor.
Yeah,
And of
jump in
course,
there and you'll
it
score a
went
point,
straight
man.
to the void.
And then you'll
this is the
respawn
part
and you'll
when
do it
I
again.
began to realize that I think my ally was telling the truth. Unless I could somehow miraculously make a 5-block jump, it seems pretty clear that the only thing to do here is to jump straight into the
bridge
void.
duels, I hate
Oh
it.
man, I can't believe I'm about
So
to do
sweaty.
this. All right, parkour god, if you're listening, please send me some help. I backed up and I jumped into the hole with no blocks below me. But just as I was about to enter the void, I felt my feet hit
Whoa.
slime blocks and I bounced up onto a ladder. Okay, that was not what I was expecting to happen. I didn't know how
Yeah,
I
but
was
now
still
where?
alive. The blocks just appeared out of
Oh,
nowhere.
okay, just up.
Well, okay, if the parkour god's advice was to stop me from jumping into the void, I guess I got help. But I soon realized that my prayers were answered.
He's
Standing
back.
in front of me was a familiar figure, wearing diamond boots.
You know, it doesn't take much to convince you to jump into the void. You should really think these things through.
I don't get it. How are you
But
standing
I thought he's
there?
dead
I
and he's
saw
also
you
not the
die.
god.
How is this possible?
You asked the parkour god for help, so he sent me.
Oh.
The parkour god heard me.
You look like you've been through a lot. Let's talk.
So it is
Not the
true then.
time.
You removed this entire level of civilization just to imprison the parkour villain? I mean, wasn't there any other way to stop him?
The only other way was to beat him in a parkour race, and I couldn't. So instead, I had to deal with the consequences of my actions my entire life. I'm sorry, Evbo.
It's fine.
And he went to the bottom
I actually
level to hide.
understand. There was nothing you could do. I mean, if anyone's to blame in this situation, it's me. I was the one who let him out. Everyone in parkour civilization would have been fine if I wasn't so reckless. And now I lost
Awkward.
my champion boots. Those were the only ticket out of here.
He's got
You
some.
may not have your champion boots anymore, but there is still a way out of here.
Just
I
give him
can
your
go
boots.
home? Tell me how. You know what they say, sometimes jumping in the void can save your life.
Dude, you
I
already
mean,
died
no one
once,
has
it's
said that
chill,
before,
like,
but in this
give
case,
him your boots
it
and jump
might
in the
have
void,
just
man.
saved mine. I have a way back to parkour civilization, but first, I just need to get my friend out of this parkour battle. I walked up to my friend expecting to see the parkour fighter waiting with his attack, but he wasn't here. What's going on? Where is the guy that attacked you?
You're not gonna believe this, but he fell in the void. From what I can see, he's never coming back. But the problem is that his attack still stands, and I'm at half a heart.
The
Well, how the
parkour
fuck does
fighter
that work? If
fell
he
into the
died?
void during a battle, but even if he's gone, his attack might hit you if you don't do a harder jump.
Exactly. So that means the only way I can get out of this is if you build me a jump that's harder than the attack.
All right, I got very limited blocks, so it's time to do some parkour analysis. I'm not gonna lie, this jump is going to be hard. The
Say these
parkour
blocks.
fighter attacked you with a 3.5 block vertical jump. Okay, that's not great news, but I think we might just be able to work with this. I placed down one of the chests. Now, my friend could
You
do a
can only make a
3.5
double
block
jump.
diagonal
Double chest.
downwards jump. Okay, we still have a problem.
Okay, you can
Your
make that.
jump is going downwards, and that attack is going upwards, which means yours is still easier. I don't see how I could
Really?
use the other chest I have to build a harder jump, so that
What?
means you're not gonna like this. You have to do a 360.
No way,
Dude,
man.
ju-
I can't do a
you could
3.5 block
but-
diagonal 360.
No, but
Are
you
you
can-
crazy?
Okay.
I'm
no,
sorry,
you know
this is
what?
the only way. You have to make this to survive.
Yep, it's the only way.
I never thought it would end like this, but at least I'll go out doing a 360.
There was nothing more I could
No
do
way
at
he
this
dies
point.
there,
All I
right?
could do was watch.
I wish you never made 360s.
I watched as my friend jumped and made
Oh!
the 360 onto the chest. For
He
the
did
first
it!
time in days, both me and
He
my
did
friend
it!
were safe. Let's go.
wouldn't say
See,
safe,
not that
but-
hard. I knew you could do it. My friend was saved, and now
Out
there
of
was only
captivity.
one thing left to do, and that was return to parkour civilization.
I didn't find any blocks, but it looks like you didn't need them anyways. So
still
what
gonna need them,
happens
man.
now?
I may have a way back to parkour
that the
civilization.
same person?
And the way back
I feel like
was
that
in front
person's
of us
Efbo
the
just
whole
doing a
time.
voice like
The old
this.
man told me there would be a room behind the champion statue inside the parkour
Oh,
temple,
true.
just like the secret room back in parkour civilization. Sure enough, the room was here, and it was nothing except for 5 parkour jumps. The old man apparently made this as a last resort.
So you're jumping in the void on purpose?
Apparently, and surprisingly for the second time today. The old man said that only by failing the 4th jump will I be able to make it back to parkour civilization. I gave my friends the blocks that I had. I would be going on this journey alone, so they were better off in their hands than mine. From their perspective,
So the
they won't
second to
know
last
if I
one.
had died or made it back home. So
One,
all they could do was
two,
just wait
three,
for me.
yeah.
My friend gave me
Unless it
his
means
last piece of food to
after
take
four.
on my journey. If I was gonna die in the void, I might as well not die on an empty stomach.
Well, it wasn't
Alright,
empty.
let's jump into the void for the second time today. I'm really hoping I remembered the old man's words correctly. It was
would
the
be-
fourth jump, wasn't it? Of course, there's nothing down there to let me know if I'm in the right spot or not. Wait, maybe it wasn't the fourth jump. Maybe it
Oh,
was
for
the
fuck's
fifth.
sake.
Oh man, why am I forgetting now? This was quite literally the only thing I had to remember. If I die and the entire world gets destroyed because I couldn't remember one number, well,
That'd be
I
pretty
guess no
tragic.
one would know it was me, right? Okay, I just gotta choose one. I think it's number 4. This was it. This was the only way back. And the only way back
die?
was
Does
to
he die?
fail
Does
a
he
jump.
die?
Let's just hope I failed the right one. I was falling through the void, but then I felt ground under my feet. When I
Oh,
jumped,
shit.
I thought my journey was over.
Where is
but I
he? Is
soon
he level
realized
1?
that there was more to my story. I was
Level
standing
1?
in the place where my journey first began. This was
Okay.
my home,
Level
Parkour
1?
Civilization, and I was gonna be the one to save it again. Today could very well be my last day in Parkour Civilization. If I want to save the world, I'll have to risk everything. I was the one who let the Parkour villain escape, and if he gets his hands on the command blocks, he'll be able to destroy the world. So, plan A, I cannot let him get to the top of Parkour Civilization. But it was at that moment I realized my plan might have already been over. I was down at the noob level of Parkour
level is
Civilization,
he
but
going
no
for
matter
then?
where I looked, I saw nothing. Every building that used to be here was just gone.
Oh.
I could tell by the holes in the ground that a neighborhood used to be here. This was the neighborhood where I grew up in, and
How-
it's all
how can you
gone.
tell from the
I
hole?
knew that this only
you
meant
can.
one thing. The Parkour villain has already made it to the top and is using the command blocks to reshape Parkour Civilization.
Well,
oh
the
man,
top
this
was
is
only one
not
level
good.
below him
Well,
now.
plan A is out the window. It's time to start thinking of a new one. It's crazy to think that my entire life started in this temple. If I had never failed this one block jump at the beginning, I don't think I would have become the parkour champion that I am today. I might have
Fuck
just
you mean?
lived my life as a parkour pro, comfortable and happy. But where would be the fun in that? At least
Oh,
now I
because
get a
you wouldn't have been
near-death
able to get through
experience
because
every
it's
5
impossible,
minutes
isn't it?
and credit for saving the world. Hopefully twice if I pull this one off. I
Save
made
the
it up
world
to the
reference.
pro level of Parkour Civilization. I looked around
Secret
and
room?
nothing seemed different, except
Oh!
for the fact that,
So
well,
no
the
head?
statue didn't have my head anymore. Alright, I'm gonna guess that was a personal design choice by the parkour villain himself. Just like the noob layer, everything I remember from the pro layer was gone. Except this layer was different, and now there were buildings that I've never seen before. This is the spot where all of the pro houses should be, but now there's just one platform with parkour
It's a
jumps on it. And
race.
not only that, the parkour jumps are identical to each
It's
other.
a
This
race.
wasn't just a fight, this was a parkour race. I thought back to what the parkour villain said. He said that he wanted to enlighten the world with his new form of parkour. If I had to guess, I would say he did just that. All of the buildings surrounding the
Ooh.
platform looked like prisons, but after checking every one of them, there was no one inside of them. No one was here. I couldn't help
Yay.
but think of two terrible ideas of what happened. Either one, the parkour villain wiped out every pro
Nah, he's
by
just getting ready
himself,
to
or two,
1v1
he
you in
made
the
the
end.
parkour pros fight each other. No matter
Oh.
what happened, the fact remains that the prison cells are empty, so that leaves me to believe that the pros are gone. But that doesn't mean that the parkour masters are. If the outcomes I believe
I'm
happened
saying.
were true, it makes
Maybe
sense
the pros just all
parkour
made it to the
pros
next
wouldn't
layer, right?
stand a chance against the parkour
Right,
villain.
guys?
But the parkour masters know how to fight, and if they can fight, maybe there's a chance that they've been able to stay alive. I made it up to the master level of civilization. Only one more layer and bro, really? My statue got destroyed again? Alright, once I get my hands back on the command blocks, I gotta build like 50 of those. Even though I was on the master level of civilization, everything looked exactly the same as the layer below. The entire parkour city I worked so hard to make was completely wiped out, and once again replaced with a platform that had parkour race courses on it. I looked around but didn't see anybody, but that's when I realized that these prisons were different than the
Oh, they're,
layer
like,
below.
sealed.
All of these prison cells still had doors on them. The masters might still be alive.
You
Uh-oh.
just don't know when to give up, do you?
Standing directly
tough
behind
quote.
me was the parkour villain himself.
I can only imagine you escaped with the help of the parkour god. That is quite unfortunate.
I wasn't expecting the fight to get here so soon, but here it was. It's time to risk everything to save parkour civilization. Alright, let's parkour
Buckle
race.
in.
This course right here.
I'm afraid not.
Wait, what?
Huh?
Why not? So now you're too scared to fight? What happened to all the stuff you were saying about willing to risk everything? Sounds to me like you think you're gonna lose.
You of all people should know that course is below people like you and I. If I were to race you, the course would be terrifying. But I'm not going to. I'm just going to use the command blocks to wipe you out for good.
Oh.
You can try to stop me, but it looks like your hands are full.
The parkour villain wasn't even gonna
What do you
fight
mean your
me.
hands
He was
are
just
full?
gonna wipe me out with the command blocks. What did he mean when he said it looks like my hands are full? But at that moment, I heard something, and I looked over at one of the prison cells.
Can he just
one of
start
the
the
doors
race?
had opened, and standing in the doorway was a parkour master. He started jumping towards me. Hey, what's going on? Are you alright? What happened to all the other parkour masters? Are they still alive?
I'm sorry, Evbo, but the new champion has ordered me to race you in this parkour course.
He ordered you to race me. Why would you do that?
If I don't, he'll race me himself. And I don't want to end up like the others.
Then don't, okay? Look, as soon as you challenge me to a parkour race, one of us will die. And you're not gonna beat me, so why don't you just give me time to defeat the parkour villain, and then we'll all be okay.
Rude.
Just don't challenge me, and trust me, I can do this.
I'm sorry, Evbo, but racing you seems like my best option to stay alive. I challenge you to a parkour race.
And just like that, after those words were said, I could do nothing. Both of us
that's
were
cool.
locked into a parkour race, meaning once one of us finishes the course, the other one will die, no matter
Well,
what.
that's Gore of my
This
Compass
is
character.
exactly what the parkour villain wanted. He introduced this illegal form of parkour, and now he gets to watch and laugh as I fight to
Well, no,
the
he
death
fucking
with
left,
the
lad.
people that I'm trying to save. The worst part is that the parkour villain knows that these parkour masters are no match
taking
for
too
me.
much time,
All
man.
he wants is to watch me suffer as I eliminate my friends. After doing the last 2 Neo jumps, I knew the
does he
parkour
have to
race was
land?
over.
Wait.
Part of me wanted to just stop right here before the last jump and let the parkour master win, but I knew I couldn't. If I ended my journey right
he have to
here,
land on?
then no one would be able to stop the parkour villain,
Okay.
and many more lives would be lost. After I made the final
that's
jump
cool.
of the parkour race, the parkour master was gone, and the
That's Gore of my
fight was
Compass
over.
character.
But the fight against the parkour villain hadn't even begun. If I don't get to the top of parkour civilization quickly enough, the villain will use the command blocks to delete me from this world, and I'll have no chance to save these people. Which means there's no time to waste. The last
Go,
time I
go,
saved the
go.
world, I actually had a
Save the
plan.
world
But
reference.
now I have no plan, no blocks to fight with, and I just realized I have no way up
yeah,
to
he
the top.
needs-
Oh,
yeah.
I'm so done for. I didn't even realize that my champion boots were gone, and only the
Yep.
parkour champion can see the path up to the top.
Just screenshot
But
it, man.
That doesn't mean it's not here. Oh no, I have a really bad idea. Okay, I'm 99% sure this is where the first jump starts. If I get this wrong, well, it was a good life. I jumped into the air expecting to
Double
be falling, but I
yeah.
wasn't. The path to the top of parkour civilization was here. I just couldn't see it without my champion boots on. If this idea didn't work, saving the world would have been impossible.
Save
but
the
now
world reference.
it's just slightly less impossible. Oh man, I have to do so many invisible jumps. Oh, this
Yeah,
is
fuck
not gonna
that.
be easy. Only thing I could do was rely on my memory of the parkour course up to the top. Luckily, I've made this journey
Nah,
numerous
I think
times
he
over the
has-
course
I
of
think
my
he has
life,
hacks.
but still, jumping on invisible blocks is very much not preferred. Only a few more jumps and I was inside the parkour temple. But with how long this
Be
journey's
cool.
been taking, I feel like I could be deleted in any second. After all, the parkour villain does specialize in racing.
Dude, imagine the
I
ending,
made
it's
the
just
final jump
everything
and I
goes
was
black.
inside the parkour temple.
he got deleted.
With no sign of the parkour villain, I can only assume he made it to the top, which means this could be the end for me. Well,
you're
if
cooked,
I
man.
randomly
I'll be honest,
disappear,
you're cooked.
I guess I get to add an invisible parkour course to my list of accomplishments. But I wasn't gone yet. I scaled the temple until I was at the very top. He must be on the command blocks, right? There's no way he... Wait, what is that? On the other side of the parkour temple, there was some structure built, and the parkour
Run to
villain
the command-
was waiting
Oh, no, he
for
doesn't
me.
have the boots,
So,
can't.
I take it there's a reason I'm still alive? What, did you want to get one last supervillain monologue before you use the command blocks to wipe me out?
I was never going to defeat you like that. I just needed you to follow me. Now, you will experience the true pain of a parkour race.
I now realized what the structure in front of me was. It was a parkour race, and it would be my last chance to save
This looks
parkour
fucking
civilization.
awesome, dude.
Some part of me was relieved, because if I was gonna be deleted by the command blocks, well, I had no plan to stop that. But now, the course of action is simple. Win the parkour race.
This is without a doubt the most difficult race in parkour history. I want you to feel the sense of dread as you watch me get closer and closer to the finish line, knowing no matter how hard you try, you will never catch up to me. I commend you for making it this far, but I cannot entertain this any longer. Let's begin.
Tough
This
as hell
was
villain,
it,
dude.
The hardest parkour
Tough as
race
hell.
in history, against one of the most fearsome parkour fighters of all time. There's nothing to save me now. Miss one jump and it's over. Make the jump slower than the parkour villain and I die. Meaning I can't hold anything back in this fight. Maybe I'm not good enough to beat the parkour villain, but someone once told me that as long as you can parkour, there is always a way. The parkour race had begun. I did the first 3 jumps without stopping, but the parkour villain had matched my speed. This race was only gonna get more difficult, and the only way I could get a lead on the parkour villain is by doing the most difficult jumps with virtually no stopping. I barely stayed on after the ice block jump, and now it was time for a chain Neo, which the parkour villain did effortlessly. I made the chain Neo myself and made the drop down to the ladder. It was time to speed things up. I made a 4.5 block jump into a 6.5 block jump onto a candle. Now was my time to take the lead. I quickly made the 2-block Neo jump and immediately went onto the glass jumps. The parkour villain told me I lost the battle with him before because of my inability to risk everything I had. But right now, in this battle, I wasn't holding anything back.
Yeah, he looks like he's ahead,
I stopped
dude.
at a difficult Neo jump. I needed momentum for this. I looked back and I had a sizable lead against the parkour villain. I could do this. I went backwards 1 jump and used the momentum to make the 3-block
essentially
Neo
these
jump.
videos
This
are all
was my
stitched
time.
together.
This
It's like
was my
multiple like 10-minute videos
my heart
stitched into
dropped.
1
The
2-hour
feeling
video.
of hope I had in this battle came and went in seconds.
He cheated.
My side of the parkour battle wasn't finished, and the end to the race was just a few jumps away. I was set up from the beginning. The parkour villain never intended on me finishing this race. He got
surely
what
that
he
should be his
wanted,
ending.
and that was to make me suffer. All I could do from this point on was watch as my life slowly came to an end. This was how I was gonna go out. In a few jumps, the parkour villain would make it to the platform, and my life would cease to exist. To be honest, with everything that's happened in my life, I didn't think I would make it this far. With every battle and every parkour course I've had to do, I always thought that a jump would be my last. And you know what? I've made some pretty impossible jumps, which is why I'm not gonna leave Parkour Civilization by just standing still. I'm gonna end this journey with one final jump. So, this is what the end feels like. Wow, feels weird. It feels like I'm still alive. No, but I'm probably dead, right? Yeah, I'm definitely dead. I mean, I jumped into the void. How would I not be dead?
You are very much still alive.
In that moment, I heard a voice that I've heard one time in my life before. It was the voice of the parkour god. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Did you say I'm alive? Wait, how is that even possible?
Why did you jump?
Why did I jump?
You knew there was no block to land on, yet you jumped anyways.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I had no options, and didn't you hear my inner monologue? I kind of wanted that to be my last jump in Parkour Civilization.
That's not it. You were prepared to sacrifice your life for Parkour Civilization, and perhaps I should do the same.
I'm sorry, Mr. Parkour God, but if I'm still alive, does that mean there's still a way I can go back and save the world?
You may leave anytime you want. Just fail a jump and you can go back.
I can go back and save everyone. Thank you, Parkour God. I promise I won't waste this chance.
But so eager to leave already? I guess my golly words are of no value to you.
No, that's not it. Sorry, I thought you were done. Please continue.
Throughout my life, I have never bothered to interfere with the events of Parkour Civilization. I was afraid of what might happen if I were to introduce my power to the world.
Wait, but you gave me the champion boots last time I needed to save the world. Didn't you interfere then?
I was merely a messenger. The old man wanted his boots to go to you, and all I did was deliver them.
Oh. So why tell me all of this, and why bring me here?
Because I have found my successor. You have convinced me that there are those in this world worthy of wielding my power.
What?
And you will continue my legacy by inheriting this power and passing it on to future generations.
What?
Whoa, okay, hold on. You said
what?
I will inherit your power? What power is that?
You will become Parkour.
I'm sorry, did you just say become Parkour? That doesn't make any sense.
I'm a godly figure that rarely shows up. I'm not supposed to make any sense.
And just like that, the Parkour God vanished into thin air. I'm gonna inherit the Parkour God's power? What does this even mean? Okay, I guess now's not the time to think about it too much. All that matters now is that I can finish this race and save the world. From the beginning, I've always had to jump to survive.
Absolute
and
cinema.
well, I'm still jumping.
Animation! Yo!
Oh, dude! Oh, did I just do that? Did the Parkour God just put the ladder here for me? Oh, I am still alive. I'm still alive. How is this possible? Wait, netherite boots? No, I'm the one who made the ladder.
What? That's impossible.
No, it is definitely possible. Now, let's see how this works. All right, just places I go. This is what parkour should feel like.
No
okay, what do we
way,
have
he's
here?
doing an
I think I can build all
obstacle
that.
race.
can see the finish line. I'm not giving up now. Come on, just 5 more jumps. Let's do this.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. He did a 360!
Oh, it's over. Oh my gosh, it's over. Oh, that one really came down to the wire. I kind of wish someone saw that 360 at the end. That was kind of cool. Oh, my body is sore. My shoulder kind of hurts from that ladder clutch. Should it be hurting? I thought I'm the parkour god now. I feel like I shouldn't be able to feel pain. Can I even die? Should I test it out right now? No, that's a terrible idea. I should not test that out.
Man, why do the command blocks have to be a 4-block jump?
It's not that hard. Come on, you'll get used to it. Besides, you're the new parkour champion. You should be doing that in your sleep. Alright, let's see how this attempt went. Nope, he still messed it up again. Okay, so this time you built barely half a house, and it's also like 50 blocks up in the air. That's fine, don't sweat it. Not everyone gets it on their first try.
I don't get it. I'm thinking of a house, and it's not building the house. Why are these things so hard to use?
Yeah, it's more of an imagination thing. I don't know, you just gotta think harder. I mean, I got it on my first try.
Yeah, of course you did, bro. So what are you gonna do now that the world doesn't need saving anymore? What are you supposed to do as the parkour god?
That's the thing. I don't have to do anything. If the world needs saving, I'll be there to save it. But for now, I just want to parkour. I've been a parkour noob. I've been a parkour pro, I've been a master, and I've been a parkour champion. And every one of those roles came with expectations about where I should go or what I should do. But now the only one to decide those things for me is myself. So all I'm gonna do is parkour. And if that leads me back to saving parkour civilization again, then so be it. From now on, the only path I'm following is my own. I make my own jumps.
Absolute fucking cinema, dude. Absolute fucking cinema. Dude. That one was so much better than the first as well. Do you guys agree? That one was so much better than the first one. Huh? Oh, it's straight out. Nah, we'll go this way. Dude, that was so good. Wow. What a video. PvP civilization. Guys, what if we watched... Guys, what if we watched... Guys, what if we... Anyway, chat. We are going to be finishing stream here. Thank you guys for coming. That was incredible. I enjoyed that thoroughly. Did you guys enjoy it? Any VOD watchers, thank you for watching. You want to know a fun thing, chat? This current, the previous, Parkour Civilization VOD is my most viewed VOD of the year already in 2 days. Isn't that crazy? Has the most watch hours out of any of my VODs in the last 365 days. Genuinely insane. It's on, granted, it's not on a shit ton of views, but, like, for the VOD channel, dude, it's, like, 10 times, like, #2. It's insane. But, yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy the stream. VOD watchers, I hope you guys did enjoy. Yeah, not sure what we're doing tomorrow yet. I'm just gonna end stream. Yep, I'm gonna just press the end button. Bye, guys!